Okay, everybody, we're back. We're back. We're okay. I promise. Oh, this is more for. Well, let me.
Okay is a very strong word.
Focus inbox more thing. No, that's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted.
Is it?
Why did
what?
you just link a glass of milk being filled?
Because of the previous one.
Nah, that. Well, can I get it to stay over the screen the whole time? I wonder.
That glass of
Is that a
milk cost
setting?
$3,000.
I mean, it's thick enough to be that
Nah.
much.
Wait, maybe. No. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have the. I'm gonna add the webcam live.
We'll do it live.
Yep.
So, we discovered why our internet was doing so horribly.
No, I'm ready to go live. Let me fix this first. Go ahead and explain while I get this camera working.
So, in the entirety of this house, mind you, it is quite a few floors, and they have a bunch of smart devices. 200 MB down. 200, excuse me, 200, yeah, 200 down.
You guys think that's horrible. It's actually decent.
Not for that many floors
You guys have 200
and that
down?
many devices at this house.
You
Yes.
guys are getting paid.
No, not that. Not that.
I live in the middle of nowhere.
There we go. I got it.
We have DSL. I'd kill
Hey.
for 200 down.
Well,
I would-
we couldn't figure out why 14 was lagging so badly, because it's already lagging because the numbers are too high in the dungeon.
This will have to work for tonight.
I thought you'd like that one. Oh, punishment must be more severe.
Oh god, it's so true.
Okay. I'm ready to go live. What about everybody else?
Let's do it!
I'm
How's
as
the
ready
sound,
as I can
everybody?
be.
I thought we were already live.
Yes,
I
we're
thought
live
the
again.
sound was.
Yep, it is.
No one
Was
was
the audio
alive
okay,
until we
Shy?
went live.
The audio is fine.
Great.
Well, they
Wonderful.
upped it to 400 now.
We're
so-
only alive when Vex is alive because we're all just part of his fever.
Correct.
dreams.
That's exactly how I stay awake for 5 hours every night, wondering about that.
I'm
Wonder no
special.
more. It's true.
Finally.
Let's start the session off
Some
right with
closure.
an existential crisis.
Perfect. All right, we are going live in now. All right, great, wonderful. Thanks everybody for joining us. It's been a month.
In a hot minute.
Yeah, it's been a month.
It's been
Since then, I've had a lot of time to work on this one episode.
And we're gonna
I did
immediately
no other
turn the wrong
preparation.
way.
I just did just this entire episode. To refresh everybody, the players left off talking to V3, TJ, Devlin, Amalana, and Fred about having to do a job in order to get access to a portal to look into the furnace inside of the giant tower that they have been tasked to gather information about. So they're having to go well out of their way. Now, to remind everybody, these these devils were equipped with spray paint. They were tagging different buildings, and they were being chased by what appeared to be a police officer who had a shiny metal wand. Very foreign to the players. I think everybody kind of put two and two together and realized that it was a pistol of some sort. Could have been a taser gun. We don't know yet. That's basically it. This is part 3 of the furnace relit. Do I have the asset for that? I wonder. Images.
I have a bag of 7 different colored spray paints.
Yes, you
except
do.
red.
Yes,
Except
you
This
the
is a-
color of.
There we go. So
This
this is
a problem.
Because clearly my toddler used it all.
Coal Keep for the stream to see. This is where they're at. That's the tower that they're going into. right there in the middle there.
Shit,
Can
you
actually,
got me.
yeah, no, this was just for the stream to view.
I know.
You can
Let's go
hit
ahead.
maps and you can pull up maps that we've already
Right, no, this
had.
was just an image. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the this deal. I have no idea why everybody is moved like that. Sharing. Share record.
Oh,
Ooh.
Let's just undo that. I don't know how
Is
that
this
happened.
map suddenly a lot more high res than I remember?
No.
No.
Okay.
But I do
Okay.
have like a
Mouse wheel
whole
in.
lot more upload. What's our upload now?
You can mouse zoom in until you can see every
Yeah, I thought-
individual pixel on this
We
map.
finally have gigabit. So we're 100 up, 100 down.
I wish we were
What?
100 down.
Why can you do this? Why can you zoom in until you can see literally each individual pixel?
You know, maybe the
Oh,
pixels represent 5 feet.
It doesn't stop letting you zoom in or out apparently.
Yeah. All right. So let's start this off with the meeting at night where I think things were about to be explained. Let's show people my setup now. It's a very teeny tiny window for the stream to see, but on my wall I have my DM screen now. It is plastered on my wall. And I have a lot of printouts. This should help keep me organized. I also have a standing desk conversion now, so that's great. That's wonderful. I figured everybody might want to know that. Okay.
But you're only allowed one cheat sheet during the exam, so you're gonna have to compress all that information.
Easy.
Time to use 3 font and a magnifying glass.
So to go over the NPC cast that we currently have, Devlin, we've covered he's basically a thug. He doesn't like the laws and order that the upper devils have been pushing. It's all designed to oppress and keep power over the lesser devils, is what he thinks. He has short, bushy black hair. His skin is a deep red and his eyes are gold, surrounded in black with a black slit for pupils. He has black horns that push out from his eyebrows and curve to his ears. He's just under 6 feet, and his horns really don't add that much height. So, you know, he gets screwed by the people, the ladies that want a tall man. Amalana is a small, thin-framed devil. Her skin's closer to a deep shade of pink than it is red. She has short, rounded black horns, and her amber hair reaches past her shoulder blades. She stands just over 5 feet tall. And we have Fred. He is a broad wall of a devil. His horns curve upward and over his bald head. His left horn is fractured, and you can see kind of a flat spot on the left side of his skull. He has, just to remind everybody, this is most likely from the time where he fell over 10 stories out of a building and landed on his head.
And still lived.
And still lived.
Working up that fall damage resistance.
Exactly.
He is the live crash dummy.
Yes, and with his horn, he stands, the one remaining horn, he stands just over 7 feet tall. We have Valivorian III, V3 for short. He's elegant, well-dressed, well-kept. He has a short pointed beard, and his black hair is slicked back. He has a gaunt face with rather lanky features, and his horns are filed sharp and short. His eyes stand out from the others who have gold irises, as his are violet. He stands just at 5'9", with his horns not also adding much height. And finally, we have TJ, who's the quiet one of the group. He resembles Devlin closely. Same style of hair and colors. He's just a bit taller and has a short, bushy beard and mustache. So far, we've learned that he basically only speaks up when Devlin calls for it. Alright, that's our recap. We remember what they look like now, so let's dive in. Devlin had asked V3 to explain the job. V3 walks over to you guys, and let's get ourselves... Well, we already know. I'm going to zoom in for the stream to see. We're in this building right here at the bottom where they have entered Colkeep.
Where are we right now? Like
where the
presently.
D and the P is, it's a P
Okay.
for party, D for Devlin.
Thank you.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I forget what the T was for.
The what?
Trade
The
district.
T.
Yes. This was not trade, training. This is the training district.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, V3 walks over, offers a quaint smile, and says, "Very well. Devlin is after the Power Stone. We had it momentarily. Let's move my camera a little bit more. Alright, we had it momentarily when we holed up at the academy over in the Mage Ward. When the demons came in for their hostile takeover, we got what we could and left. Sadly, the stone was left behind. We aren't sure exactly where it was lost, but we have a decent idea. The third floor was the last place. It was in Devlin's possession.
Great job, Devlin.
Yes. We had it somewhere along the corridor and hadn't noticed it gone until it was too late to go back. If we're lucky, it has not been found. The real trouble is, we cannot get in without detection. That is where you all come in. We can get you to the easiest entry point. You all lack devil blood. He glances at Nissa. As for you, it's so diluted that it should not matter. Looks back to the rest of the group. We cannot get you to the porthole without that stone. It's physically improbable. TJ cuts in. Yeah, there's a 99.99872% chance of failure without that stone. With the stone, the odds increase by 5% at minimum. Dev.
That's a lot of numbers.
Yes. Dev follows that up with, yeah, any increase is a must. We're gonna need all of you in. Just, all you in though. Just need that stone. We good? You got any questions? And you all can take it away. Do not forget the ... rule. Alright. No questions. Great, let's go.
Don't actually look like.
As it was going to say, many
Alright.
questions.
So,
But I don't think it has anything to do with what you want us to do.
the stone.
First off, why is your horn filed?
Well, okay, so V3 answers that with, it remains clean, fresh in appearance. It does not overgrow, and it is much easier to maintain when filed.
And purple pupils. Is that right? Someone
Yeah,
said
violet.
they had purple.
Yeah,
Violet pupils.
Mhm.
What's up with that?
that's a great question. No. So to answer Nissa, TJ cuts in and he says, yeah, so it's got some etchings in it, alright? I don't know if you understand Giant. You might understand some of these if you do understand Giant. However, it is old. It is ancient. So some of these runes, they don't quite make sense. We don't fully understand the language that they used here. We just know part of it is where the Giants took their language. That's not all, okay? It swirls with colors. Every color you can imagine, it's in there, and it's swirling constantly. That is until it is used.
Talking about the power stone right now?
Yes, the Power Stone.
Okay.
Does it have like any other abilities to it other than opening the way towards the forge?
Oh yeah. Yeah, it has a lot of abilities. We have not seen them all yet. But my calculations is at least over 1,000 different combinations of abilities. You guys, I made a table for this thing.
Oh, God.
So
That never gets
we gotta
better.
find the magic clicky clack.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming this is gonna require a lot of sneaking and stealing and stabbing.
If that's how you want to approach the situation, then by all means, whatever works for you.
Probably not the stabbing. probably more just the sneaking, so that we
Dev-
don't know what we're
Devlin
actually
cuts
up
in. No,
against.
no, stabbing good. That's good.
Grizzly just turns back to the party. I'm in.
Fred goes,
Uh.
stab with club.
I like this guy's style.
Valivorian says, no, really, he can stab somebody with his club. Like a clean hole. Just
Just hole puncher. Tunk, tunk. Ow!
Be like a body plug.
Alright, so Devlin says, listen, you guys.
Guys, you gotta get the stone.
There's centuries. Not centuries as in 100 years. There are centuries that wander the halls. They're still active after all this time. And they will ask you questions should they spot you. You need to be ready to answer these questions.
Can we ask it to multiply by 0?
I have not asked it any questions, so I don't know. But multiplying by 0 is easy. 0.
I mean, dividing by 0. I realized what I said after I said it, but I didn't want to interrupt you.
So
Can we ask it to divide by 0?
you can try, I'm sure. Honestly, though, you want to get away from these things as fast as possible. Do not run from them. That ends in dead. We have seen it happen. They like to.
Why are you running if you ain't guilty?
Right. So they will ask you to
You
present.
running?
They will ask you to present a hall pass. You can just show them any magical item. That's what we discovered works.
I have a
If they
multipass.
ask you, where are you going? You say, Shalu Tekar. I will type that.
Yes.
So that way, note takers,
Shallow taker.
if you don't say it properly, don't say it.
I did bad, Sam.
If you say just one syllable wrong, you're gonna have a bad time.
Salutaker. Shaladakar.
Next time.
Somebody
So
else
that's
is gonna have to
asking
do this.
if that is where you're going. If they ask where you're coming from, you say Olervik.
Alarvik. Okay,
Stop.
And
somebody else is gonna have to do this. My accent doesn't work with these words.
now, this one's very important because there's no getting out of this one. He pulls out something from his pocket. He says, if they ask you to present your student ID, you show them this. And he walks over and he holds out his palm so the whole party can see something that looks identical to Nissa's badge. Same exact rune style, minor difference in etching. Nissa, you would know that a minor difference in etching just means it is somebody else's. It just belongs to somebody else. However, this thing it has some wear and tear in appearance, which you've never seen in any of these badges, so you know it's old. So he's holding it out.
What was the?
Show them that. If they ask for your student ID, show them that.
What is the Ulervik
I
response to?
will take the ID
Where you're coming
badge
from.
him.
I'd like to look at the ID badge quick.
I hand
just-
it over to Nissa.
Now, demons patrol the halls, and they have the ability to sense devils. We don't know if they have the ability to sense other things. You know, we know that there's the occasional animal that gets into this district and the mage district, and they don't seem to bother with that. However, there is one in particular you have to watch out for on his own. That you have to watch out for. He claims the academy as this is his own turf. He thinks he's all that in a bag of chips. He's got a bunch of punks under his thumb, and it's mostly because he's got some relatives that are higher up in the demon hierarchy.
Also, he's the dean.
No. No.
Talking about
But
academy.
listen,
You think
listen.
they're off the shit.
He's got some kind of short hair, kind got a black to orange kind of tint to it. He's got a lot of gold piercings, some in his nose, some in his ears. You gotta watch out for him, okay? His name? Come on. Is Matthew Damon.
Oh my lord.
You gotta watch out for him.
He sounds like a serious threat.
He's a very serious threat.
Man,
Secondly,
demon.
okay, Layla. Is he okay? Everybody okay? Need a minute?
I'm not recovering from that one.
Matt Diamond.
That's right. All right. So the place is also warded with old spells and all kinds of experiments. I want to call them experiments. Everybody else refers to them as traps because basically that's what they are. It seems like whoever last lived or worked at the academy were quite pranksters. If you see a closed door, be very careful. I would say just steer clear of them altogether. But if you do, you need to triple check the door and then double check it again. And then double check it again.
I do that anyway.
Zippity zap.
Is that about it? He looks back. Milano's like, mm-hmm. B3 just nods. TJ nods. Fred. No. It kind of high up. Don't fall. Good point, Fred. Thank you.
We
Yeah.
appreciate your contribution, Fred.
Yep. So Layla, I believe you are casting a
I
spell.
am ritual casting something, yes.
All right.
When they ask that last part, she's going to say, do the sentries get drawn off if there's something that happens in the another part of the district? Could there be a possible diversion laid? Just to them. Like, could you guys run a diversion?
Well, we can't get in there. But
But if you taunted them from like the edge of the district, would they try and get you?
no, they only care about the academy.
Okay.
They are very, very single-minded. They have some sort of protocols in place. So once they are focused, they will complete their task until it is done.
What about the demons? Could they be drawn off?
Maybe, but it's much better that they don't know anything's going on, because if they come out, all hell will break loose, and there ain't no getting in the place after that.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like a good time.
On the map, can you mark which building it was? They said it got
Yes.
left hand.
Yes, and to give some information, it's a 4-story building in terms of those that created it. In guys' terms, that's like an 8-story building.
And that district is, because the district we're currently in is like completely worn down, mostly destroyed, like rubble for most places,
Mhm.
only partially intact buildings. The Mage District, or the Academy District, has somewhat intact buildings.
Yes, and you're going to be entering into one of those intact buildings, the main
Okay.
campus of this.
Because I remember the L District, the living quarters, I think it was, is like
don't
pristine, but that's because there's the horrible
Oops.
things that go through there and murder everything with disintegration beams.
Yes.
And then the other district that's intact is the top left one, but I forget exactly what was there. But that's not.
That was the
important right now.
merchant's quarter.
Yeah.
The maker's quarter, sorry.
Yeah, I didn't think that one had the disintegration folks though at the moment.
Not that we've seen, but there are repair sentries constantly patrolling there.
Would
Is it more likely that we'd be spotted going through the building or trying to clamber up the exterior of it?
You will not be going up the exterior. There's a small hole that leads into an old room. It's just nearby a statue. That's the one that we used. That's what we had the most success with. But after the last time, it ain't happening.
Okay, I have 2 acid arrows. One is Melf's acid arrow, the other one is regular acid arrow. What the heck is supposed to be the difference here?
I don't think there is one.
The difference is their name.
Yeah.
Cool. Should I prepare spider climb instead of one of these 2 acid arrows?
Spider climb sounds useful.
Yeah.
Possibly. There won't. At least if you're looking at the interior of the place, you're probably not going to be looking at a whole bunch of climbing.
It's just the ability to walk across the ceiling.
Yep.
It's like, that's kind of nice. Okay. I will unprepare. Oh, never mind. Acid arrow, and Melf's acid arrow is apparently always prepared.
Spell. Augury. Thank you.
We're level 5, correct?
Yes.
Okay, just want to make sure.
I think so. Unless we're level 6. Level 6?
3 dice. Turn to ash. Your holy symbol becomes too hot to touch. That's bad.
Yes. I assume so. Okay.
It means you get to buy more dice. That's good.
She has plenty of dice.
So after a moment, Layla essentially brushes away the ash, collects everything back up, and goes, "Okay, so I think we need to do this together."
We're into the courtyard. It's all on you. You guys meet us back at the building closest to the academy. Oops, I thought I had my paint thingy selected.
So with Nissa's
here.
examination of the student ID, does she believe that hers would also suffice as a student ID?
Yes.
Hey, you're
Okay.
taking what I was going to ask.
Yes.
We're not mind readers.
Nissa, after studying it, you can't really discern any difference other than it's old. And it belonged to somebody else. It has their identification markers. Sadly, you're not a high enough rank to pull the identification out. But this person, whoever it was the same rank as you are, at least according to the Arcane Academy.
Huh. Well, I know someone that can... who do I trust the most to not destroy this?
So that's going to be a hard pass on Gadget.
Cruiser.
Layla
I
goes,
don't like the way you
no.
said that.
Layla goes, no, we're not gonna do that. When you start trying to hand it to Gruzo.
All I can picture is like Gruzo armed with fingers.
I'm confused. I can't prepare any level.
It's like instead of like holding up his hands and there's like throwing stars between each like knuckle, it's just
Fingers with sharpened bones sticking out.
There we go.
We're not gonna give this to Gruzo. That's why my dice turned to ash.
Wait, what?
I mean,
So-
I didn't
so
want
I
to give it
saw-
to you because
I sought
you might turn it to
guidance.
Ash too.
I sought guidance from above, and when my course of action was to let Gruzo lead the way and carry the ID, and try to be stealthy the whole time, they literally lit on fire.
Hey, how common is
That's a
it
bad
for?
sign.
What does the divine know about sneaking?
Hang on a sec. What's that, Tay?
How common is it for devils to use invisibility?
I think you need a religion check for that.
No, I think she's asking.
Legitimately
Yeah.
asking.
Oh, you're just asking them.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not sure. I've never encountered any devils that can use it, but I can tell you one thing: Matt Damon can. I've seen him just gone.
The reason why I ask is because I have a spell that is
Man,
literally
Damon.
see invisibility.
Well, that'll be useful if you run into him and he uses that spell.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna need alarm because I don't think we're gonna be setting up camp in there, correct?
You might have to. Yes, Nissa.
I did want to ask, actually, now that I just thought about it. How far away do the sentries and anything else in that district react to things? Do they, like, right in front of them they react, or is it any distance?
So sentries seem to have some sort of connection. I've seen a sentry call for help or assistance, and a sentry from a lower floor came to help.
Whose footprints are these?
Everyone's.
Alright. Alright.
Okay.
Huh? What was that noise?
Any other
I
questions?
forgot fairy fire allows you
I
to...
have fairy
Yes.
fire.
Okay, well there you
Yeah,
go.
no, I do too.
Yes. The other question that I have is to Nissa. I think you should give that extra ID badge to either someone you think can be convincing or someone you think is smart enough to outwit the things. I am neither. But don't give it to Crusoe.
Hey,
But
I totally went to school.
I mean, you just literally listed everything that's good about him.
What?
I am
smart.
intelligent.
But are you
I
witty?
mean, yeah.
We
I'm
we
gonna
have
read
learned
the
that you
fourth
are
wall
terrible.
here and say I have a +2 in charisma.
We have learned that you are terrible at telling jokes.
Hmm.
I would suggest you either give it to Gadget or Mary.
Yeah, Mary's the party face, remember?
Yeah.
That way, one smart person has one, you have your own, and one charming person has one.
The half
I'm
horse.
trying to look at them both. I'm trying to look who's the most charming out of both of them.
What? It's
Gruzo
Mary!
just
What
gives
do
that really awkward, horrifying smile.
There's a big circle
What?
around her.
I'm scared to hand it to Miri.
Oh my!
What-
My goodness!
What has happened?
There, I fixed it for you.
I'll give it to Gadget.
No. What?
Yeah.
Fine. At least it's not Crusoe.
I
Gadget is
immediately hand it to Miri.
I mean, you're with Miri anyway.
I
Look.
take a look at it and I go, yeah, that's cool. I bet I could totally replicate this thing. And then I hand it to Miri. I just studied it. I'm like,
Crusoe, I don't
Yeah.
have anything against you, but apparently the gods say that this will kill us all or something equally horrible.
What do they know? What have they ever
A
done
lot.
for us?
All right. So the plan is you guys get in there, find the Power Stone, get out before anything bad happens, then go back to the little red icon on the map that has an M in it for Mario, or meet here. That is where they will meet you. They will be waiting there as close as they can comfortably get, because the training word belongs to the devils, and you know that the mage word belongs to the demons currently. That's a recent flip flop.
Well, if you guys want, we can try and see if I can get Svartir out there to get some reconnaissance while we're on the way.
Who?
the burb.
My bird.
You have a. Oh God!
You asked me about him before.
No, there was a whole session where Gruzo and the bird.
Yes.
Every time Grizzle goes over the bird's just like staring at him.
It sounds like a buddy cop drama. Gruzo and the bird.
The only problem is that someone will have to carry me because I'm about to see where I'm going when I'm looking through Svartir.
Why does it say
I can just flop you on
I
Mary's back.
don't have an
Like a-
infusion done?
Like
I
an
can
old
have.
sack of carrots.
I
I have how many infusions at a time?
I'm not a
Let me check
programmer for
right now.
D&D Beyond, so I cannot tell you where they messed up.
Okay. I definitely have that. If
Well, it seems like that's something you should work on. Just
If they
tell
pay
them they
me.
need a programmer.
Yep. The D&D Beyond webmasters, I can program.
Just Just send them an email that says, I can program, pay me.
There we go.
Hired on the spot.
I know language.
Hold on.
I can't, but can you pay me anyway?
All right. Let's
Any day,
let's move along as things are being prepared.
right.
We'll get you guys moved
It'll
over.
be my first time riding a horse. Well,
Where
part
the
horse.
heck?
You're not right.
They're going to get you here roughly. I'm just going to leave this marking there and close this window for now. And let's pull up this once I get some tokens on there. You guys are not enemies, so that is the wrong folder.
I mean, we could be.
Where do I see?
All right. So as we're there leading us over there, I want to have one of them. I'm going to sit there and like talk to them and be like, okay, tell me everything you can about the Power Stone, like before we get towards that quarter.
There they are.
Okay. Yes. Which is a short walk. As far as everything about, did the music stop? No.
There was
I haven't had the music working for me, but I've heard it through Tay's computer.
Did you guys not update your
I
Sirenscape
updated mine.
as I had
I
asked?
updated it.
No, you
I'll,
didn't.
I'll,
Yes, I did. I just downloaded the new one and it made
Close
me
it and
reconnect
open
completely.
it again.
No, don't do
Okay.
that. I'll stop the music and I'll start it back up again.
It's too late. She already made me do it.
I didn't make you do
She
anything.
did. She's scary.
Okay. Start our little harp song thing.
Yes.
Okay, now there's
there he
music.
goes.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just had to re-hit it for those that didn't have it working. Okay. As far as what they know about the Power Stone is, it makes spellcasters stronger.
Okay.
However,
But I
when
want them to describe like the physical
When-
nature of it as much as they can.
when thrown on the ground, strange things happen. As far as the physical nature, it's got a bunch of sides. They're all shaped in triangles, and on each of those triangles is a etched rune. It looks translucent. It's got kind of a gold color, kind of a faint gold glow to it, but inside there's a smaller section of swirling color that doesn't stop until it's thrown on the ground. That's about it.
Right back.
Okay.
So, after crossing through the shadows under the light of the full moons, you finally arrive with Devon and his crew. They will not cross the street, but he quietly points to a portion of the academy's thick black stone fence that has long since collapsed. A dark hill of rubble makes for easy entrance into the academy grounds. You can see a tall statue of a cloaked giant, kind of its head and shoulders peak above the fence. And I will get this map up here for you.
Okay. Now here's my question for you, because I have a spell
Yes.
called Locate Object.
Mhm.
It requires me to be familiar with the object.
Yes.
Has their explanation of it to me and all of the details I absorbed, is that enough for me to be familiar with it?
No, I wouldn't say so.
Okay.
To me, this is my personal interpretation, is something that you have physically seen or have come in contact with.
Okay.
Am I smart enough to draw it?
Probably, but it might not be the
Based
same
on
thing. The big thing is the runes. Not knowing the exact runes on it is a big deal.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna find another power stone. The wrong one.
The unpower stone. All right.
This one turns off the forge.
Yes. So you guys you've crossed the street. You are up against the black stone fence, looking through this rubble. The giant statue stands at roughly between 15 and 20 feet tall, and you can see it's in pretty decent condition considering. It's some giant that is wearing a long cloak and has a cowl over his head and is holding a statue that puts a sense of dread in you. It looks normal for its staff portion, but at the top is the the double point that is on the top of the tower with the stuff folding in on itself. Quickly do this. It has this kind of design to it. Can everybody see that? Yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
How do I erase? Please let me erase.
Oh, no.
Or just let me draw more. There. You can see there's some sort of plaque at the base of this, but the more important thing is the entrance to this portion of the academy. You can see that there's a small chunk of the very first floor that has somewhat collapsed and left this heaping pile of rubble, roughly between 5 and 10 feet off the ground. You guys want to go into the fence? Not in the fence, but beyond the fence, I should say.
Hold on. Let me check it.
Sure.
So we'll sneak up to the edge, kind of look in and around, make sure there's nothing nearby before we all just frolic through the fence.
I'll roll perception as well.
You guys will sneak. I will frolic.
I got a 18 plus 8 for a 26 on perception.
Okay.
I'm just trying to imagine Mary going through like a freaking chain
If you
link
don't
fence.
mind, just so I have record, just type in whatever numbers you get. You don't have to say what it's for, just as long as we have the number.
I
So I can fall
know
back
I'm
on it.
not stealthy, so.
No, really?
No.
You can't be stealthy. All right.
I'll send out.
Remember,
Swatty
you
in
can
the hole.
use your D&D Beyond sheet to roll.
Yeah.
Now, if that's easier for you. I don't know if that's easier or not.
I have to stop beyond 20 from working.
I'll send out
Oh,
the bird
yeah, I
when the
gotta
fence
do
has
that
been
too, don't I?
investigated.
Grizzly doesn't see
Ooh.
anything.
Layla, as you kind of peer around, you notice that the statue actually seems to stand taller than you originally thought. It might be beyond 20 feet tall.
How do I turn off
It's
beyond 20 right now?
Yes, it's beyond 20. Beyond 20 feet tall. You have to right-click on it, I do believe.
If you click it, you don't have to turn it off. You can just click use D&D Beyond digital dice.
Yeah, I found it.
All right. So, its large cloak is sculpted to seem as if it's blowing in the wind. And his left hand is a massive staff, which has 2 pointed arcs at its head. In the darkness, these arcs look eerily similar to the points at the top of the tower, at the heart of the Mage Quarter. In the darkness, the head of the statue is hidden deep in its cowl. In his right hand holds a massive tome. The land between the fence and the academy has thick grass, long overgrown with tufts of vine and weeds. The vines are what concern you. As you look at them closer, you recognize them to be very similar to the ones that were in the jungle you all first went in. And as a matter of fact, you notice 1 or 2 of them kind of shift just a tiny bit.
I grab Crusoe right before he can go any further. I point out the movement of the vines.
They're getting jiggy with it.
Oh.
Oh no.
Does that mean you can make a new perception check?
Those
Now that
vines
you've
seem like they're
seen
more
the
than 5
vines
seconds
moving?
long.
Yeah, the gap. Let me see here. The gap between your area and the academy is 50 feet.
50 feet.
Yes.
So, my walking speed is 30 feet.
Yeah, but you can just float over there, can't you?
If she climbs onto the top of the fence, yes, she can chicken wing her way over there.
Yeah. But I have to get to the fence first.
Hold on, let me hold on to your feet and you'll fly me over there. Well, Legend of Zelda this.
I don't know how well that would work. I mean, I guess there's one way to find out,
The
but
statue, I should say, the statue is about 30 feet in front of y'all.
Specifically looking at the statue, does it look like there's anything about it that is...
Nothing stands out
Like-
prominently as a threat
Okay.
or anything like that, no.
nothing doesn't look similar to the giant that I chatted with.
No. Totally
Okay.
different.
Alright, so the statue is midway between where we're at, which is the fence, and the building, right?
Yes.
And it's over 20 feet tall.
hmm
And I have an immense amount of rope.
We have to
can I
correct
do a
that.
nature
It is
check on those?
beyond 20 feet tall. Yes.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Can I make a
Yes.
nature check on those vines? All right, cool. You know, I hit the button and oh my gosh, that dice is lagging so hard. It's okay. I'm just gonna it's still trying to roll. I'm gonna roll it in here because that was
Mary, what's your athletics?
awful. I thought my computer was going
My
to
athletics?
crash.
Yeah, what's your bonus?
That's a plus 5.
How do I
All
roll
right, so
in
that's
here?
23. You can just click on your sheet.
20, 22,
Roll.
23.
Really?
Yes, 23.
It's not going to roll in there. You just tell me the number.
Oh, okay.
Write it
Okay.
down in the chat. All right, so you got a 23 on nature for the vines. They look 100% just like the ones that you had encountered. They likely have overgrown somewhere and into the academy, or they come from the academy itself.
Mary, I was asking what your bonus was.
Yes.
Cool.
Oh,
With that
sorry.
number,
Yeah, so you know, fire bad for them.
What's your
But
bonus?
you also know that if you're careful enough, you could actually just kind of step slowly over them.
okay.
If,
Yeah, because I
it's
wanted
just
to
if
know if
you disturb them, that's when you're really going to have a problem, or if you just stay for too long.
Okay. I relay this to the party.
Okay,
Oh, that's right,
so-
Nissa, because of the dice logger. It does. It keeps that for the whole campaign.
Was there something we have to do to make that work?
Not that I'm aware of. It just shows in the dice log.
Okay. Mine had a few extra perceptions as I was trying to fix the beyond 20 thing.
Roll 20 was broken as F.
It has been for a long
lagged
time.
out my computer
So
so bad.
It's just
Yeah,
so
bad
I'm
lately.
not touching that again.
So, Mary, you just rolled that without me even telling you what it was for.
Yes, she did. I had asked her what it was.
First
Yeah,
off, I'll
that's why
give you
I'm
a-
rolling.
First off, I'll give you advantage to it by aiding you. But the point is, I've got a whole bunch of rope, and I have grappling hooks, and I have all kinds of things. So what I want us to do is to try and get a rope hooked to that so that we can traverse either by going along the rope or swinging across
How's a horse going to swing?
to the building.
Wait. So
Mary has a real problem
Listen,
here.
listen,
With this plan, I'm listening to it, and he's like, okay, I have
She
a
can
plan.
tell-
Okay.
And then
And
he
then
tells
he
me,
tells me, and I'm like,
no, I hate police the horsey.
Gonna need a crane.
I mean, do you want to get eaten by vines?
You're not gonna get eaten by vines. I literally just explained that if you tread carefully and slowly,
Look,
you can get over it without being caught by it.
okay.
Do you think you can go carefully or slowly?
Yes. I didn't say stealth.
Right. You treat it as if it's difficult terrain. You should be okay.
Yes.
Okay.
It's hazardous
All right.
terrain.
Alright, well, we're trusting Gadget then, so if we all get eaten, it's Gadget's fault and we'll haunt her forever.
Cool.
She's
We'll
okay
come
with
back
that.
around.
She'll show you where to go. She can show you the door on the other side.
I'll never go through it. I'll just be around silently blaming her forever.
Just staring at her for all
All right,
eternity.
cool.
All right, so everybody very carefully treads their way across as the vines activate and take Nissa first. All right, so I'll move you guys over there.
Does it make like the Scooby-Doo sneaking noises?
So far, at least 50% of this campaign has been Scooby-Doo, so why not? All right. We get to the rubble heap, and I believe Gruzo's the safest person to go take a look first, as he won't disturb the rubble and accidentally trigger the vines.
You triggered.
I will give him.
Probably.
I got good investigation.
Very, very quietly, I'll lean near him and go, guidance.
So that's an 18 plus. Ooh. 22 stealth.
All right, you climb your way to the top of the vine. Do you have low light vision or dark vision?
Dark vision.
Fantastic.
Up to 60 feet.
All right. So, you see broken segments of long tables and large chairs that litter the room. The door to what seems like a classroom looks to have been destroyed long ago. A wide portion of smooth board hangs at a slant at a far wall of the room. In the far right corner, a body can be seen slumped over on itself. After a short moment, you see its chest rise and fall in steady rhythm. I will pull up. Nope, not that. Why? No, not work. Did I minimize it too much? Wow, it was like super zoomed out. Can everybody see that map?
Yes.
Fantastic.
What kind of a body be it?
Well, Gruzo might have to get closer to check it out, or everybody can kind of go up and see. It's up to Gruzo what they want to relay.
Gruzo will do some silent hand gestures, and then he'll kind of move into the room using the desks and everything as cover as he tries to get a little bit closer to what I presume is a sleeping form.
Yeah, you see that rising and falling the chest. It's definitely, from your best guess, is sleeping.
Wait here. I'll be right back. Do I need to do another? No, would you like another stealth roll, or keep the same one?
No, you can keep the same one. Let me
Okay.
just pull some tokens in here just to have them. There we go. I can bring up my library here.
The bird may still come in handy. Because you can have the bird go through hallways.
Nobody expects a bird.
Yeah, this is
This
true.
is Gadget making hand signals.
All right. You get close enough to see the kind of light skin of this person. They have horns, similar to Nissa's and the Devil's. However, theirs are lighter in color. This person's seems to be almost a bone white or bone yellow. And they have next to them what looks to be like a bat or a club wrapped in barbed wire. They're passed out.
I was about to say, how sneaky you're being, because if we can just get past this guy.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was muted.
You could definitely have
Now
a
you're
problem.
echoing. Weird. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we could just walk on by.
Gruzo will start waving people through as he keeps a very close eye on this guy in case he starts trying to wake up.
Do we know if it's devil or one of the demons they were warning us about?
Probably a demon. Like I said, the
Considering-
horns are like a bone white or bone yellow, and they seem to be
Is that
light colored.
is
There's
that
not
enough
bat
light to
taller
tell.
than me?
I will follow exactly
Probably the
as
same height, a little
Gruzo
bit
tells
lower,
me
yeah.
to keep quiet.
Okay.
And I
Directing
want to
people
peek
around,
out into the hallway.
All right.
Let's roll.
Layla, did you take the bat?
You
I didn't.
peer into the hallway, and to the left and right, you just see. You have dark or low light?
22. I have dark vision.
All right, so you see roughly 120 feet in either direction of just hallway of long corridor. The hallway itself is. Let me check here. Hallway, please.
Is that the door just on the ground in front of the
20
doorway?
feet. Yes, it's 20 feet wide, and like I said, in either direction you see into the darkness that it stretches. You think you can see kind of like the edge of a curve to the left.
Where do you see if you have dark vision on D&D?
And we're currently on the first floor at the moment.
It should
Yes.
be features, I believe.
Based on the exterior of this building, do we have any? Did they give us any guess as to where stairwells would be?
No.
I should have gotten more of the layout from them.
Oops.
All right, Nissa, you could send your bird one direction.
Any specific
Just hope
way,
it doesn't
or-
encounter a sentry.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hall
that would be a
pass.
problem.
You can mimic a voice, so it might just say, I could.
You just hand the bird the other ID, send it off.
I mean, it is my face, so.
Sentry just looks at it. You may proceed.
Yeah.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a fish, spat it on. I'll send it left.
I mean, if you're worried about it, we don't have to do this.
Hold up. We're level 5.
Yes.
Yes.
I have flight. I have 15 feet of flying speed.
Yeah, you can fly.
Very
I
slowly.
didn't realize I could suddenly start flying again.
I like to think that she just discovered this as she's coming down the rubble.
I can fly. I can fly.
We're gonna see how long I can fly before I fall on my face.
All right. So which way did you pick, Nissa?
I went left.
All right. What were your portent rolls today?
Same as last time.
They were important.
They were terrible. So
Okay. So you picked left. So we're gonna go right then.
Yes.
Everyone has 3 temporary hit points, by the way, if you slept near me.
isn't it 2?
It's 3. I am level 5. For example,
Yeah,
a
but
5th level character gains 2
Okay,
hit dice
okay.
because everything is rounded down, and 1 more for a total of 3 because they rested while Dusk Sylph was
Okay.
in range.
So I say we go right then. That's Layla's thing.
Alright. I sheepishly get on Miri.
Do you
and then
want
go
to send your bird left?
I mean, you kind of have to if we're
We
not going to
don't.
go that way.
We don't have to send the bird. What if the bird encounters a sentry? Could be bad. So it's up to you.
Where's the word?
It's your familiar.
I asked Svartia what he wants.
Food.
He's played by you.
Hmm.
Food.
Have you not fed your bird?
I dig in my
Yeah,
pack.
I always feed him.
He's
Always
looking.
wants food.
He's looking at Gruzo and kind of does this like, looks sideways, opens his beak a little bit. Food. You just feel that in your head. Gruzo doesn't.
I like that Gadget's not considered food, but he's considered food.
Well, he has meat on his bones. Gadget's just all feathers.
Yeah, they probably just think some weird ugly bird.
I
It
would,
tastes like
I
it tastes like
I
veg
would not
nature.
smash.
Ugh.
I do have jerky, so I can take out some jerky and give it to the bird.
you don't even know what the bird wants.
I
How do you
assume
want
that Nissa just told us, didn't they?
Did I?
Food.
Mm-mm.
You said food, did you not? Or no? You didn't say anything.
No,
It talks telepathically to
right.
you.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll scout ahead again, and Cruz just kind of turns around.
Wait.
Why is your bird looking at me like that?
I just want some food. It's fine.
All right then.
No, my rations.
Oh my goodness.
It probably would be better to use the use Vartir to check out bigger areas rather than corridors.
You
There's less
know,
movement for him.
Okay.
add a 5 to that.
Who doesn't have dark
Gadget.
vision?
That's a nature
I
check
have
on that
low light.
bird.
Low light. All right.
Does Gadget know that the bird was thinking that Gruzo was food? It
No.
was only a 10.
No,
Okay.
not off of that.
It's a bird.
But she probably thinks it.
Okay. Let's follow after Gruzo.
Oh, let me open my dice holder. Treasure
Don't worry
chest.
about this.
It's. I don't think I showed anybody what it is.
I need Gadget to find a gun.
Shoots in midair,
Okay.
rocks her back several feet.
Because she can literally just pick it up and fire it because she's proficient.
What do you have?
It's a mimic.
A knife!
No! I love that one. A knife! No! That's 100% gadget. Jeez,
Gadget,
it's
what do
heavy.
you have? A gun.
It's a knife wrench.
Not keeping
Knife
it.
wrench.
What?
For kids.
What kind of
Alright.
check would one make to try and figure out where the most logical place for a stairwell would be?
An intelligence check.
Probably a crafting check.
Craft
Related,
building.
yeah, related to architecture, carpentry, stonemasonry, that kind of stuff.
I wish we had somebody who was proficient in tools.
Oh, I know someone who's proficient in tools.
Do you?
I
Do you,
do.
Gadget?
She knows what they
I
work
do.
for. Does she know the layout of things? How many
Let's
gadgets?
see.
How many gadgets have buildings built? How many buildings have gadgets built?
She's
2,
infected
apparently. 2.
Alright,
I mean, you
Gadget.
did.
Okay,
did
what
help,
kind
yes.
of check is it?
It
Is
would be a
it because you said a
craft.
crafting check?
Yeah, but-
Right, but what the?
It's just a tool check, so it's a D20 plus your proficiency plus essentially because of the fact that you can use any
Okay, so
tool.
my
And you're as an artificer, your tool proficiency is your spellcasting proficiency. It's proficiency bonus plus intelligence bonus, I think.
is it really?
Yeah.
So
It's just-
whatever. So when I do like my cast, and it's like it's a +8 to spell attack. So that's +8 is my check. Is
Yeah.
that correct? Does that sound right?
Sounds right. For
Unless you have
artificing, yeah.
expertise with your tools.
Oh,
But-
bad roll.
But if
Okay.
anybody else is proficient in such tools, they can also aid you.
You,
But a
you
D4
think
anyway.
gadget, and you're like,
You know what?
if I was,
Should
okay, go ahead.
Should I lucky that?
D4 it.
I mean, I can D4 it. Yeah.
Right now it's at 8. Whoa.
Right now
It's
it's a
up to you.
13 plus
13?
2 is 15.
Oh, I thought it was. Did I miscount?
No, I
She
have a
has a +8.
+8 bonus. Yeah, I have a +8 bonus.
Oh yeah, I miscounted. Yes, so that's a 15. Other
Yeah.
than the overwhelming thought that if you were to build this place, you would put a stairwell right here because that would be convenient.
Yes, I would.
You look around and say, I don't know, maybe in the corners.
Alright. So let's go towards, because we know it curves on the left. So that's not a corner.
I mean, technically, there's a corner there.
Somebody just make a decision. I give up.
You're like, ah.
Miri just starts walking.
Layla's
What's
done.
the decision?
Oh,
Left or
for
right?
those that have not seen in stream, Dragon Post has had yet another update. I drew a new map for Dragon Post. There it is.
This would be her gun. I was just looking at animate gun, and that came up in gifts, and I cannot be happier.
You know, if she gets a gun, this will be the second character that you've played that did not start with a gun that begins using a gun.
Mm-hmm.
45 caliber Desert Eagle.
It's a gun with a crossbow attached to the top of it.
Why would you do that?
It's a cross gun.
Because I can.
All right. So are we going left or right, or are we going up? As Crusoe
Left.
scouted ahead, and you know, he's at a crossroads here.
I do left.
No, we're going towards a corner. So we'll continue with Gruzo, and we want to try and, unless Gruzo sees signs of a stairwell.
Not currently, no.
Who has good Does anybody have a better than a +5 to survival?
Yep.
I think
+6.
Miri does.
I have +4.
We might should check the ground for tracks and traces of people.
Ooh, investigation? No.
Survival is for looking for
Yeah,
tracks.
as I was say, to find things, you're going to be using investigation, but
You
15
might
survival.
deduce the
Okay,
location
so
of
you
the
can-
hidden object.
So
Wait, I can find the stairs. I can determine the weakest spot in a tunnel.
Miri can aid that, yes?
I believe
are you
so.
proficient in survival?
Yes.
All right, that's advantage. And guidance.
Wait.
Guidance.
On a +4.
All right, so +4 to the 15. 1.
16.
Good job, Guts. You got your math. Great work.
I think
You're
that should get
improving.
I think we should just
Star sticker.
instantly get something special for that. We did basic math.
All right.
Can I be double inspired?
Hero point.
This is just like, I know this answer. All right. You glance around and kind of get a cursory look at the floor and realize that this area is well traveled. There's tracks that go in either direction of medium-sized humanoid boots and shoes.
Boots and shoes and boots and shoes.
I was about to do the same thing. Refrain.
So this is probably a bad area to stay in.
Yeah, looks heavily traveled.
Alright.
Yes.
Lead us on to an area that's lesser likelihood of getting spotted.
So the tunnel less traveled by? Got it.
With that being the case, you glancing at the floor here, going up would be less footprints. The left to right hall that you're currently in is the traveled so far.
Oh, was there anything left on that chalkboard, by the way?
Chalk.
It was very heavily erased.
Okay.
Yeah, see. Can you see that?
Ooh.
Yes?
Ooh. Was there any chalk left behind?
No.
Dang.
I got a 19 on perception.
All right.
16 plus 3.
So,
Are we reading the
Ruzo
thing? I'll
and,
read it.
Layla, as you're going up this way, you notice that this room right, better be brighter color than that. There we go. This room right here is, its door has fallen and it is open. And you can see, just like here in the hallway, just as an example, you can see like the room's title in this ancient giant script. The same as for this room, it's just too far away to make out what it might say.
Does anyone know Giant?
I think Nissa does.
This is the one dang character that I have that doesn't know Giant, and of course it's the
Yeah, Nissa went and we had Nissa learn the ritual for like languages or whatever, comprehend languages anyway.
Yeah, but that would
I-
require them to have it cast it.
Yeah. I have it. I don't know Giant, but I can use comprehend languages to cast that. It'll take an action in 10 minutes.
It would take that if you cast it as a ritual. You can
As
still
a
cast
ritual.
it as a first level spell.
But you'll be using a slot.
If I had it prepared.
Roblox oof.
If it's not prepared, it can only be cast as a ritual.
Wait, hold on a second. Because you knew we were going in here.
This was literally
Be prepared.
I spent a bunch of money on you getting that spell.
Was
I
for
can
this
still
job.
cast
Hang on,
it.
guys. Hang on. Remember that this is still the same day.
No, it's not, because we had to get here.
We
We
had to
got
get
the scroll back in town.
No. This is the same day that you guys have arrived with Pathcutter. Remember that they were going to meet you guys that night.
Yeah, but we had to.
Yes,
had
but
to
we knew we were going to go look at giant
Yeah,
script.
and we spent the night in the jungle already.
Right.
Where I spoke with a giant.
Yeah, he.
This is true.
No, Nissa,
I tried, Nissa, I'm
100%
sorry.
Should have had it ready.
I tried.
How did you not prepare it?
I don't. It's a ritual. I can cast it at whatever. It just takes time.
Yeah, it just takes time. You just need 10 minutes. No interruptions.
And yes,
Yeah,
in a
well,
hostile,
for that. Nissa.
negotiation thing, they're totally going to wait 10 minutes for you to cast it to have a negotiation.
You could always go back to the room with the sleeping
I
person.
mean, I will say this. I was going to say that I wanted to cast it earlier, but people were talking a lot, so I didn't.
What?
How long does it last,
We-
though?
That's not an
we could-
excuse.
We could dip into an empty room, cast it while we're hiding in there, and then progress.
Can we just burn an inspiration to say that they were smart enough to actually have cast it, since it has an hour duration, and they could have cast it just like I cast Augury before? And they'd be like, oh, ritual spell. I should probably do that since I have an intelligence of 20.
They would have to swap out a prepared spell.
But they could have done it as a ritual at that time, is what I'm saying.
Ah, you mean the old, no, I totally bought that sword in town.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I'm
I
paying
knew I was going to need a sword for this exact moment in
I'm
time.
paying an inspiration for this because their characters been smart enough to understand that.
Okay, I'll allow it.
Okay. I
I
no longer
did,
have
like I said.
inspiration, but you can comprehend languages. Thank God.
All right,
Fine, I can read giant now.
You
I'm
can read
glad I wrote
everything
all
now.
of this down. All right. Nissa, since you're kind of still back in the hallway, you see that the room that you just left was Olervik, one of the answers. This stands for mathematics. I
I'm writing this down feverishly into my book.
mark these as we discover them.
And Alervic was the answer to where have you
And
come
Gadget's
from.
behind you, copying down the answers in her own notebook.
Yeah, Ulervic was the answer to where you've come from, and Shalutakar was where are you going.
Yes. Ah.
So why is the question being asked by the sentries in common?
Ah. Why is this messing up on me so bad?
Ah! They're all gone now.
Well, if they're constructs, they might only know things from like mathematical perspectives.
I like that Gruzo and Miri's icons are sleeping.
Are they?
Are they?
Not
Only
well,
Gruzo's
Miri's
is
not.
on mine.
Gruzo's is.
Oh.
Oh.
All right.
See what happens when I
That's
click
the
on
old
anything
idol.
for
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Nissa, you gonna walk with Gruzo to see what this room is? The open door.
I will walk with
Quietly.
Gruzo to see what this room is.
All right.
quietly.
Quietly.
Silently.
So let's get that stealth check.
Oh boy.
We had to put
Oh, really?
socks on
Guidance.
Marissa so she's not like
Yeah.
clopping around everywhere.
Oh come on! If it didn't bounce in the corner, that would have been a 20.
Oof.
Roll a d4.
I thought I was gonna get that.
Okay. So you got yourself a 22 and a 19. Very good. All right. Let's move you guys over here.
No. The
Huh?
19
Huh?
was plus the 3.
Yeah, my 15 is plus
Yeah,
the 4.
that's what
That's
they
what I
said.
22 and
Oh.
Gruzo
19.
got a 22, and Nissa got a 19.
Yes.
Wait, what?
It's okay.
No, Nissa already added the 4 in their total, or
Yeah.
supposedly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I rolled an 11, so I got 15.
Okay. Got it.
Sorry.
Well, that's not as good. That might be a problem. I'll see if that's a problem or not.
I've got.
It's a problem.
I'll do it like I said. I'm gonna use inspiration.
All right.
Come on, stealth. Never mind, I rolled worse.
Oh.
What were your portents?
Worse. It's either a 6 or an 8.
All right.
Oh my god, I'll
Okay.
burn a lucky on you. Just freaking roll.
Wait. Lucky gives it an advantage, doesn't it?
No,
don't-
lucky
Okay,
just
it's just a
flat
total
lets you
reroll.
re-roll
Gotcha.
a
All right.
20.
Oh,
With
God,
all the
everyone's
bonuses.
Everyone's using all these things on me. I feel like a failure.
Then stop being a failure. No, I'm kidding.
Holy crap.
Ow.
Thanks.
Okay.
Gadget being
There you
saucy.
go. 23.
All right, I rolled much better with that one. Do I still need to apply the D4 or do I
Yes.
roll it again?
You still get the 4.
Okay, so that would be. I have to count. There we go.
All right.
So you rolled a
You're
23,
stealthier than Gruzo.
and then
No,
you
that's
added a
23.
4.
That's 23 total.
Yes.
23 total. Got it. So as you are approaching this room, a sentry comes out of the door and kind of gives a quick spin around and looks, and then goes this way. It does not spot you.
Does its whole body spin, or just the head, or just
The
the,
whole
upper
thing.
torso?
It's
Okay.
it's all one.
went-
Can you not see
went
it?
through-
I can
No.
see it.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's on
Did
the
you
other map. It's
close
on the
the room?
isometric. Yes, the isometric map.
I never got a.
Boop, boop. There
Did
you
it-
go.
Room 1G.
Oh, there it
Oh,
is.
yeah.
Okay. No, I didn't realize that had changed from the original room we were in.
Yes.
Huge.
Yes, they are. It's a medium-sized being output. Oops.
All I can hear when it shows up is just meow.
Yeah. There we go. So that's the top-down token right there.
Okay.
Drone noises intensify. Meow.
Alright.
Wow.
So it goes the other way. And you look up at this room, and
Does
Nissa.
it float?
Yes, it is hovering. It here. I can make this one bigger for everybody to see. I won't show that too well.
I like that it looks like a smiley face on the blue gem.
I said that.
there.
I said that
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah. All right.
Spray painted on by some brave soul who died for it.
So Nissa, you recognize this room as Shalu Tekar. Alchemy. That is what it says. Gruzo, you peer in,
I know that word.
and
I know how alchemy do.
I'm gonna go in that room.
what
If you
is-
tell her what that says, I want to go in
Gruzo,
that room.
you peer in the room, and this is what you see.
You see a question mark. I saw that.
Oh.
Oopsie.
I like that I'm more interested in the words, and he's like, "Oh, look, dead body."
It's not even a dead body. It's a shadow of a body. It's gone.
Yeah.
2 people died in there.
Yeah.
At
The
least.
There's
person
a body
holding
here, it's
whatever
gone
it
now.
was, and then the person who was close to the wall.
So, broken glass, shattered tables, and a thick layer of dust fill the room. Closer inspection reveals that these tables are covered in black burns, and they all point away from a central point in the room. You see that dark spots litter the walls as they outline giant bodies where there are no black marks. It is now
Can
that
I
you
invest-
realize that the room is not filled with dust but ashes.
Oof.
Can I do an investigation as to how?
Have
the
you moved
world-
forward? Have they given the okay? Remember, we're watching out for that. He's just peering in. We're watching that
Ah.
sentry still going down the hall.
Okay.
It's still
Has
within
the sen-
sight. And it has a faint
Okay.
glow around it.
My
So it
perception
has-
is not actually for the room. Mine is just to make sure that I'm listening if anything else sounds like it's coming near, now that I know what the sentries sound like.
No, you don't hear anything approaching. You don't see anything approaching either. I'm sure you guys wait for it to continue down the hall and eventually out of sight. I will leave this here as the last known location for it.
Grizzle will rapidly, like, hand gesture, like, come on. That's throwing around the corner.
Alright.
Sentry went around the corner to summon another
Investigation?
pylon.
Yes, you can give investigation if you'd like.
I will attempt to aid.
Alright.
A +8 to that. And you said you're gonna aid, so.
Inspiration. Or sorry, advantage.
Oh,
Nope.
screw you. It was on 18.
I'm
D4.
sorry. Even when I help people, it's painful.
Yeah, unless anything changes, I'll keep that score for you. Alright, so that is
So that was 19 plus 4. Yeah.
Alrighty. Let's see what you find.
Investigation.
You have a funny feeling about that stone table at the front of the room there, we'll call it.
Alright, don't go
You see-
to that.
Well, no. Like, you have a funny, curious feeling.
Yeah.
As you approach it, you see that there are some stone drawers that open up, and some of them are already somewhat opened. Would you like to peer inside?
I will peer inside. I will not touch it. Because,
Alright.
is a good
Don't
idea
touch
not
things here.
Here.
You see that there is some sort of book inside the topmost one. In the bottom one, you see what looks to be like some very old, spoiled alchemical components.
You said spoiled?
Yes. The seals on their vessels have long since given way.
Can I read what is on the book?
You cannot. You're looking in a little spot about this big.
Oh, hold on. I don't see your webcam. Do it again.
About like this big. It's just a
Okay.
small opening.
Okay. There's a book in here.
Found it right in there last night.
Old alchemic things. Like bad, spoiled. Don't touch it. Can someone get a better look at this book? I don't feel safe opening that.
I could use Mage Hand to try and grab it, and while we stand at a distance.
Or Gruzo could check it for traps. But I mean, if it's already open, it might be okay.
You want me to check a
Best.
book?
And if it doesn't look like there's any traps, then mage hand it would be the best course of action, because there may be some old chemicals on that book.
Alchemical contamination is never good.
Ooh, natural 20. 23
Ooh.
Alright.
for perception.
Yep. You go up and study the drawer up and down. Give it the hands on the knees, like. Seems clean.
Yeah, I could fix this, but it's gonna cost you.
Gruzo, it seems like it's fine to you.
He looks it over. Yeah, you're good. Goes back to watching the door.
Alright. Then I will Mage Hand the book out of the drawer at a distance.
I
Alright.
will also move out of the way.
So
Why does it do this? How do I move my character instead of having this weird compass thing that it keeps trying to do?
It's permission to move.
Oh,
So I have to
okay,
click
cool.
check or not check.
No, that's fine.
So you mage hand the drawer open, reach in for the book, and as you pick it up, it seems to kind of collapse a little bit as some of the old brittle pages give way and just kind of break apart out of it.
No knowledge!
Gone forever. You float it back to you, though, and as the book is kind of collapsing, a single page falls out of the book. That does not fall apart, and then 2 more pages follow that. By the time the book gets to you, though, it's basically dust.
Gotcha.
Damn.
So 3 pages hit the ground, intact.
Is it possible to read these pages, or are they like?
While it is in that ancient draconic text, do you have comprehend languages? You glance over these pages, and most of it is formula. The names of components you have no recollection of. You can give me a...
Read them to
Let's
me.
see.
Arcana check?
No. This would be
Read
something
them
really...
to
This is just going to be
me.
improvised, so just give me a proficiency, since you're proficient with most of your intelligence stuff. Just give me a proficiency plus intelligence check.
Alright. I would be obviously telling the person that has potion knowledge as well.
Right. Yeah, I'm just going off of what you know for right now, then you can pass it over to her.
So just a proficiency check.
Yep. Proficiency plus intelligence.
Where is my proficiency? It's +3, and then plus intelligence is 4. So 7, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So 20 plus 7. Let's go. I hate this game.
Alright,
Come
a 10.
on.
The math is well beyond what you studied in the Arcane Academy.
If you just translate it, I can do
Well,
the
there's
math.
not a whole lot of translating to be done. It's mostly math and component names. But yes, Nissa said that they were handing it over to you. So you glance it over. And I'll need a craft alchemy check from you. I believe that's what you have.
So that's a +8 then. Do I have expertise? What do I have? Where would I know that?
Guidance.
Oh, all I have is lucky right now. Do I have advantage on that or no?
Not in this situation, no. But you do have guidance, so you're at an 18 currently, plus a d4.
Gosh dang.
20.
Wanted more.
So you got a 20, which is what you needed to get.
Well, good.
I'm so glad one of us got it.
This thing doesn't have a name, but by your calculations, it makes a small vial filled with explosive liquid that is essentially a bottled fireball.
Okay.
Holy frack,
Yeah,
this
it's
is
alchemist
awesome
fire
and
on crack.
horrible.
Oh no. Suddenly it all makes sense.
What
Gonna
what
just
does it say?
write
And
that
it does-
down real quick.
It does last afterwards. It's not just an initial blast. The half-life of this liquid lets it continue to burn for several rounds.
I'm gonna tuck that away in my brain space and revisit that when I am at an alchemy table.
Do you actually tell me what it was?
Big boom.
Big bada boom.
Continues to burn. Continues to burn.
Ah.
I think someone mixed it wrong in here. Just
Yeah.
maybe.
No,
That's a
quite
reasonable
possible, yeah.
assumption.
Just maybe.
Would it, because I could comprehend language, could I tell it was Draconic, or that it's just another
You mean
language?
giant? No, it is ancient giant. You can tell the bits and pieces that are giant, but those symbols, other than that, no. It just seems to take that symbol and bring it into common or giant
Okay.
to bring it into context. But
Okay,
no,
so
otherwise,
it was giant. It was giant, not Draconic. Then okay.
yeah, it's
Yeah, so there
ancient
was
giant.
a lot of all right, what's this symbol? Translate it best you can. All right, cool. I know what this is. I know what this is. I
It's
know
like
what
you're
this
holding your phone up for
Yes.
Google to translate a picture.
Yes.
And
I
that's
have
how
not
you
Googled-
get the angry blowjob from Final Fantasy's Eorzea Cafe.
Mhm.
I'll never forget that translation. I still have that picture.
Who? What even was it?
It was one of the chocobo drinks, I believe.
Oh, right. You were reading the description of the drink.
Yeah.
Like what it wasn't. That was before they actually put down what the ingredients were in the drink.
Yeah.
I remember that now.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
What ingredient in it makes it angry?
All I can think of
The
is
kanji was
what it's
being
like
read
to
wrong.
chew 5 gum. All right, banned on YouTube, guys. All right. So we've discovered what's gone on in this room. Anything else we want to do in here, or would we like to continue to move on?
I'm gonna-
Unless we want to
I'm
taste
gonna
the chemicals, we
carefully
can leave.
store that page in my bag of holding
Okay.
and call it a day.
All right, Guts, what were you saying?
It was stupid, never mind.
Say it again.
Trust me, it was stupid.
Okay.
It was the bad question. All right.
Uh,
So back to the first floor of the academy. You step out into the hallway. The light of the sentry is gone. Its location is no longer known, but I'm just going to leave that there because that was the last known. You look left and right. There are no
You're
more
muted,
open
Zab.
doors.
And I don't hear any whoops with my 28 still.
No sounds of the sentry kind of hovering about. No
Or
footsteps.
of anything else, really.
Yeah, no footsteps. And it's right about now, actually, that you've noticed. Let's see. Don't worry. Ah, that's the page.
Oh, so was it only one page, or was that three pages?
That was 3
that
pages
equal
for the
this?
the 3 pages were
Okay, cool.
the ones for that. You notice that there's no wind movement, and there's a faint clicking. Doesn't seem to be coming from any one spot. It seems to just be like an echo, like a background noise. You notice this basically as you kind of poke your head back into the hallway.
Okay. But not something that makes me immediately think that we've been spotted or anything.
No.
Just
This
seems to
is
be
this is something that
continuous.
might have been part of the background noise that you only really just noticed as you're checking again for signs of sentries or patrols.
Okay.
If anything, it's the lack of wind that is the concern to you. Thank you, Hart, for the dramatic pluck. Well, what is next?
We gotta keep moving.
Yeah, like that's
just
just
left.
me.
Let's just keep
We have
moving.
left, right, and up or down.
Are we still following where there were... See, now I'm wondering if the more tracks is actually...
Safer.
Because we know how to deal with this, but we know how to deal with the sentries.
Yeah.
Supposedly. As long as they only ask the things we've been told.
Right.
and they said it was on the 3rd floor where they last saw it, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
for
which
the
floor-
stone? Yes. The 3rd floor is
Yes.
where they last remember having it, somewhere along one of the corridors.
Okay.
Okay, we're on the 2nd floor.
So we just need to find the stairwell.
Yeah.
Yeah. I say right.
I concur. Do you concur?
Yes.
I don't... I don't know.
Doctor, do you concur? What?
Wait, we're doing the thing?
Let's
Alright,
do the
let's go.
thing.
All right. Is it left?
Let me know if I
Idiot.
need to re-roll. No, we said right!
I know.
Let me know if we need a re-roll perception.
All right, so we continue right, and I'll stop us when we get to a new corridor, or if another room door is
Because
open.
Layla's mostly worried about listening for any signs of creatures, sentries, demons, etc. More
Sure.
than worrying about looking at doors or rooms or anything.
So at this junction, you notice that there is a large amount of tracks that go down and into the hallway further in. You see that you have this spot that goes down, and you see a junction with a dead end up ahead that goes left or right, and no longer goes. Sorry, it goes up or down, no longer goes to the right.
Okay.
All right.
I think we should keep going and see if the stairwell's that way.
Yes.
All right, so we get
I
here using your
agree.
perception. Still, as you kind of peek your head up and down the corner, there is a faint light. Let me copy and paste in this.
Oh, speaking of, was the sentry giving off any light?
Yes,
that's the faint light.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I thought. Okay. So the faint light is up.
Mm-hmm. Is everybody
Okay.
on this map properly? Hope so.
I'm on.
We're still in the alchemy room.
I am on the district map.
You should have the old academy up right now.
I have room 1G and Old Academy. I have them both open.
Okay.
I believe those are the relevant ones.
Yes, those are the only relevant images currently. All right, so yeah, let me drag us another one of these wonderful sentry tokens, top-down one. It's somewhere in the
Looking in
distance.
the-
This is not an accurate representation.
Okay.
This is just, it is beyond your level of detail for sight. Just see the faint glow from it.
Okay. Looking down, does it look like there is a stairwell?
No, there does
Or any
not look
sort
to be
of-
a stairwell. It just looks like it kind of heads back down the well-traveled hallway, which this one is also well-traveled.
Other than the sign, other than like the room plaques, are there any other sort of signs anywhere?
No, there are just the room plaques.
Okay.
They don't have any numbers to them or letters. I'm just using that for my own personal organization.
Alright, so I think we went the wrong way, so I think we can go back.
Go back and go up.
We go forward and back and then forward and back. Yes.
All right. Well, I guess
Yeah,
we'll head
so
back
that-
and
that
then we'll
would be
go the
my-
other way.
That would be what I would decide to do, but I will be right back.
Okay.
So-
Well,
Are you heading downstairs?
No, I just need to use the restroom.
all right. Well, why don't we take a quick, 5-10 minute break, and then we can all come back because this is about time for a break, anyways.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right, everybody. All right, stream. Put it on break. Be right back.
Oh, Vex, take a look at that question I asked you.
Will do.
It's not D&D related.
Okay.
I just suddenly remembered.
Mm-hmm. Hello, viewer. Probably Guts.
It's me.
It was me all along. Alright, one live in. 2. Alright, we are back. Let us dig right into things. As we're looking for a stairwell, I think the agreed upon consensus was that we were going to reverse where we're going. Hey, okay. Good job, Mythic. Glad to hear it. I will award you points when I reinstate the points. So, I can't do it right now. Okay, sorry everybody. We're going to do the overlay again. Because I haven't said anything.
I totally missed that transition. I've never seen that. Let me see it again.
There you go.
Oh, I would watch it if there wasn't an advert.
Then of course Twitch lags out on me and
I
nothing's
had to do
loading
it
now.
again. Okay, Mythic's going to clip it anyways.
That's a fancy transition.
It is a fancy transition. I like it a lot. We also, if I'll do a donation thingy.
I finally played. That was nice.
Let me do a test alert here if I can. Okay, nope, I don't have it open. Anyways, yeah, there's all kinds of new animated stuff. So the agreed upon consensus is that we are going to reverse order and head back the other
I
way.
think we're gonna try and go left and up.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Why can't I select anything more? There we go. So this way and then this way?
Yeah, I got my twitchy fox ears listening.
All right.
Did we change direction because of the sentry? We saw a
That's
faint
because we
light
didn't.
from?
Well, it's that, and we didn't see a stairwell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
All right, so we get up here. Let's have the twitchy ears listening first. You peer down both corridors here. You see a small cross-section going further up, and a hall that goes left and right. No open doors.
Can you share the map with me? Mine got shut down.
Sure.
I think you should be able to reopen it by just clicking images and maps on the right, and then double-clicking
Yeah.
whichever one you want.
All right, so yeah, the traffic here is at as far as footprints is at its lowest that you've seen yet.
It might mean that's because that's where the sentries patrol the most. So I say we continue going left. If we run into sentries, so be it. But sentries are... At least we sort of have ideas of how to deal with those.
So
If we get spotted by demons, it's going to be way worse. The devils basically told us that if the demon spots us, it's over.
So we're looking at top left and or bottom left of this part right here.
Yeah, this
Let's say
top left.
Yeah.
So like left from where Layla is.
Okay.
Unless other people want to weigh in.
You know you can, like, put a spot on the map by trying to move your character, and it'll
Yes,
show him
and then it
where
lets
he
me know
might be.
exactly, and then I can just hit allow. All right.
Essentially to there, like that corner. And
All right. So I'm gonna stop you right here because your twitchy ears pick up a conversation. Do you understand? Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
I know, but I bring Nissa forward, who will understand.
Okay, I going forward.
Let's back up, make sure I'm doing it right. Okay. Nissa, do you speak? Well, you have comprehend languages. Never mind.
What
You'll
language,
recognize though. You'll recognize Abyssal.
Okay, yeah.
You hear a very faint conversation coming from this area here. It seems that it's just some complaints about having to walk the halls. It's just like, this sucks.
But
Yeah,
I
man,
wanna
it does
run down
suck.
the hall.
It does suck, but hey, at least there's no sentries, right?
Okay. If I remember correctly, Abyssal's spoken by demons, right?
That is correct.
Yes.
Demons and devils both write in Infernal, but the languages themselves are Abyssal and then Infernal.
Yeah. Alright. Well, I'll go back to the group.
So does it sound like they're... Yeah, so it sounds like they're at that corner, or is that just where the sound
they
like
have
seemed-
not. They haven't made any movements in either direction.
Alright, I think we're gonna go back, and we should go left that way, like down that hall. Oh, it's doing the thing again. I meant to say like this, the bottom hallway.
Like that.
Yes.
That was so smooth.
Mm-hmm.
Whee!
And then twitchy ears again at the corner.
All right. So
What do you want twitchy ears here?
let me just visibility on this one. All right. So the one that was last seen there is gone. Before you is a statue of an unfamiliar giant. This one is holding a small rod that has the same sort of symbol as the one in the courtyard did. Around the statue is incomplete stairs. They kind of go up about halfway around the statue in a spiral formation and then just abruptly stop. There's no age, no rubble, no collapse, and there's nothing in the ceiling to see either. They just go for
Like-
about 10 feet. Stop.
Like it's a full. There's not even a hole in the ceiling.
No.
Huh. Is it possible to tell if there might be magic at play here, or if it's just
If there were some sort of ability to detect magic, possibly.
If only someone could cast that.
If only it wasn't ritual.
I have cast at will, but I think there's only one time a day because
This would probably be the time to use it.
sure.
But
I guess if she's doing that, can I do like a history check on that statue because I'm proficient in that?
Yes. Go ahead and throw
So-
that history check.
I have a +5 in history.
I do need to take an out of character aside for a second. Are you telling me that you have not prepared a single one of your ritual spells because they can be cast as rituals?
Moving on.
Oh no.
The point. I can't move on unless I explain.
Listen,
point of
this is the
ritual
first time playing a
spells-
wizard.
I understand, but
This
the
is why
point
he's
of
explaining
ritual
it.
spells is so that you don't waste spell slots. It's so that you can use them when you have downtime and just be like, okay, well, I can do this. But your basic things or anything you know you'll need, you definitely want to still prepare because
But
you
I
very
know-
often do not have 10 minutes to cast anything in the game.
but what if I need my shield?
You have more spell slots than any other class in the game.
I'm already level 5. I only get 4.
All right.
You don't
So,
only
Gadget-
have 4?
Gadget's doing the detect magic. You're doing the history check.
Ugh.
Yeah.
All right.
Can I? Oh, fuck. I hate this so much. Can we just not play anymore?
Listen, I tried that for about a month. It didn't do much. We're back here again.
Guidance D4.
Is that really
Somebody-
gonna help?
Somebody who doesn't have a negative in the check should probably do an Arcana check.
Well, that would be me as well, but I might as
I
well
a
have one.
+8.
You have no idea who this person is.
What, history check?
Yeah. From
I'm not
this.
proficient, but I do have a
It's okay. You're detecting magic right now.
Mm-hmm. Within
And
30 feet of the thing that they were telling me to detect magic at.
yes, you do detect magic. You don't detect that any sort of illusory magic is at effect. Nothing is invisible here. But what you do feel is that there's some form of lingering transportation magic.
Transportation, you say?
Similar to dimension doors or teleportations.
Huh.
Do I make an
sounded so
Arcana check
satisfying.
after that?
If you want.
Can I aid with that, or can I not because I don't know about it?
I mean, you can try to aid with it, but, you know.
Hey, Gadget.
Hi.
Gadget.
Guidance.
Okay, add an 8 to that 14.
You have advantage. This is
Okay.
aiding you. So you add 4 to either one. That'll be a
So
14.
14 plus 8 plus 4, so 26.
All
He's
right.
good.
Yes, it is actually much closer to portal type magic. That the top of these stairs are linked to somewhere else in this academy. You are not certain exactly where. But you do know that by walking through, you will slowly be revealed as you step up through this portal.
Right. Well, I will relay that.
Sorry, Mythic. They're in Minecraft right now and thought a villager spawned next to them.
Alright. Alright, Gruzo. It's you and me. Let's go.
Against the world.
Oh no.
Oh,
I'll listen.
Yeah.
I'll listen. You go.
What? Me?
Y'all come right behind us unless we say not to.
It's a
Okay.
portal.
Yes.
It's not. It's
Meaning
not
it
gonna kill
could,
you.
it
Wait,
could
wait,
be.
wait. What if it's only one way?
Yeah, I was gonna say. It could be
yeah,
one way.
there's no way to tell with the current detection and Arcana check that is one way.
Alright,
or
if
not.
you're all gonna be that way, I'm just gonna go through.
Wait.
Too late.
No!
Yeah.
No, I just want Gruzo to go first anyway.
Yeah, Grizzle was going first.
Cruiser's just sitting there.
But if everyone was gonna suddenly be like, "What if it's one way?" I was just gonna be like, "Well, we gotta go forward." There's always the easy way out, was just jump out a window.
You haven't spotted any windows.
We can break through a wall. We have magic.
I wonder if these guys are Vikings.
Gruzo slowly creeps up the steps right to where they end and where the portal would be.
Vikings have
Right,
windows,
guys.
dude.
Just slowly looks back down at the party. Thumbs up.
So hang on. So you're peeking up through. Give me a perception check.
Oh no.
Oh,
Hope you stealth first.
Or what is your passive? That's what I meant to say. What's your passive perception?
Passive perception is 13, but I rolled a 17.
All right,
I
fantastic.
think he meant stealth.
Oh, passive
The
stealth?
perception.
No, passive perception, and then your stealth.
Passive
you're-
perception is 13.
Okay. Your stealth is
I don't
Whatever
have a
you
passive
rolled.
Stealth.
no.
No, whatever you rolled.
Oh, you didn't need to roll stealth? Okay.
Yes, please.
30.
Good
Holy
gosh.
frack.
19 plus 11.
Did you
I
want-
like
did you
I
want
like that it
guidance?
sounded like I'm just gonna pick a number 30.
Do you want guidance?
Did a fly just
No,
go
no,
through
no.
that portal?
I
Because
got
if the portal
this.
makes a noise, it would have to just be like a zip. There's nothing there.
Eventually, you roll a good number. It'll be
As-
something that
As you,
completely
yes,
trivial.
trivial, and as you increase your math ability, your rolls will also increase.
But I know what 16 was.
But Guts, can you do reverse math?
Don't confuse me.
All right, Bruzo, you peek your head up through, and you, as you're looking about, find that you're popping up around a curved portion of the academy. Behind you, it is curving in one way, and then in front of you is a long corridor that seems to go into a series of rooms, one of which has an open door.
They say about the doors.
I said the open doors are probably not trapped.
It's closed ones that are the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to be wary of the closed ones.
Do I see or hear anything in the
No,
in the
there's
hallway?
no signs of anybody currently about. Of course, there's some shifting in the dust where footsteps have gone, or footsteps are where people have walked by. But there's no sign of any sentries or demons.
Okay. Is there anything at the far end of the hallway? Does it like split off into intersections?
It goes in the darkness.
Oh, good. That's right, because dark vision only goes out to 60 feet. He'll kind of creep up very quietly and kind of just peer around the corner into the room with the open door.
I can fix your
Okay,
problem
so
with
you-
dark
you-
vision
you
only
step
being
all the way
60
up?
feet.
Okay.
I'll just use daylight.
Sab just casts daylight right next to Gruzo when his eyes are fully adjusted to the dark.
All right, so you find yourself right here. This mark is where the door is. You don't see a way to step back down.
My
Can
goodness.
Gurzo tell like what floor he's on?
Can I
In
have
any way?
handed him? Can I have handed him?
No, but it's safe to assume that it's the second. But no, he can't actually tell.
Gruzo just turns and looks back behind him. Is the stairway just gone?
Hmm. Yeah, there's no signs of how to get back down to the bottom, the floor you were just on.
Gruzo just pauses for a second. Fuck.
Ah,
Start towards the open
So-
door and just like.
so you have- you have 5 rounds, Gurzo.
We're
Could
not
I have
going with
handed
rounds.
him one of my magical tinkering
No, you are
things
too far
before He
away.
decided to go. No, before he decided to go through the portal.
You are too far away.
It's too late.
You were at the bottom of the stairs at best, studying it, and Layla was right behind him. There's only 10 foot of stairs before it goes into the portal.
Miri
Miri
is
is
just
just
trying to
trying to
navigate.
navigate through these halls.
Or you guys are gonna get up there, and he's just gonna be arms around his knees, rocking back and forth.
What happened? What happened to you, Gurzo? Don't want to talk about. Don't want to talk about it.
All right, Layla, your head
Noises.
pops up, and you see Gruzo wandering down a corridor.
Shh.
All right.
We're hunting wabbits.
Oh no, he's been hit by a symbol of madness.
He's been struck by a smooth criminal.
I just want to step like just right away from where I appeared, so nobody appearing after me just like plows me over
Right.
or anything.
Mhm.
I'll be right back. Hold on.
Okay. Do I hear anything?
No.
Okay.
Does Gruzo see anything in the one open doorway in the hall?
Not from there. No. Fairly far.
Wait, is there another map I should be looking at, or is it?
No, you should be able to see yourself. It's at the top. The
Top
top,
left.
the top
one
left.
F.
Oh. Herp-a-derp. Oh, he's gonna check the hallway for traps as he moves down it.
No traps thus far. You're beginning to make out some figures in this extremely dark room. Not some figures, but some shapes. The shapes look mostly like tables that are intact. They're recognizably tables, but you don't see anything moving. You don't hear anything there, and the script above the door is foreign to you.
It says Jan Itor. What does that mean?
I don't want to be here if they're eating yawns. Sounds like some Dream Eater stuff.
Anybody else want to go up?
Mm,
Gruzo will poke his head in.
That's okay. You three can just hang out down there where the.
Yes.
I'm sure Nissa
Your
will
strong
catch.
arms, yes.
I am the cushion.
All right. So,
you
Gruzo,
will not be efficient.
you're looking into this room. You see that it is in much better condition than the previous rooms. Many of the tables, the ancient tables, still stand, but they are heavy with dry rot, and the chairs kind of match that. You can see that there are stacks of mortars that dot the walls of the room, and a table at the front has a scattering of pestles and some age-worn parchments that look like they once belonged to books.
Books.
I was waiting for that one.
Send
Is
in
it-
artillery!
When if we get out there, can I read the plaque that he was trying to read?
Yeah, you can just waltz right down there.
If it's safe.
The
I don't
archer
know, I
thing.
thought-
Suppressing fire!
He just peeked in. He didn't say anything back to the group yet.
Yeah.
Gruzo sticks his head out and looks down towards. Apparently now everyone's just stacked up on top of each
Yes.
other in the hall. Like heads peeking around a door, just like. boop, boop, boop.
DVD style.
Is it safe?
Of course, his gadgets that's at the very top of the stack.
Looks safe. Come on down.
I'm coming down like a contestant for a game show.
Come on down. $1, Bob. All right. It says we're still within the hour, so it says Thudernka. Crushing.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
That does not sound.
The mortar and pestles seem to
Oh
make
no!
more sense now.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You can make a pretty good living if you find the right sort of crushing. You take videos and you send. It's neither here nor there.
Oh no.
How do you spell?
Why, Sab? Why?
It's in the chat.
Oh, okay. There it is. Thank you.
I'm gonna.
CRUS.
So, out of curiosity, would Gadget find one of those mortar and pestles to be a useful thing to have?
Possibly.
Okay.
They don't.
It should
Uh,
be
They don't
something
seem.
like
Klepto.
klepto.
They don't seem to be anything like too special. They're just mortar and pestles that are really big. Probably a bit heavy for her. However, there
could-
are again parchments on the table in the room.
You could investigate.
Yeah, I'll investigate the stuff.
Okay.
I'll help as well.
Guidance.
If I could
I'll pull out
spell.
my magnifying glass in my
Yes.
Get your
Think
deer
about that
stalker
one.
cap on.
yes.
So, chap.
You said you're assisting.
Uh-huh.
All right, +8, so 15 + 8.
23.
Oh gosh, what did I just do?
D4.
Yeah, I know. That's not why I was saying. Oh gosh, what did I just do?
25.
All right.
Ooh.
This 25 was for what again? I'm sorry.
Investigation.
Okay. So you're walking up to those papers and investigating them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I
So
guess
you walk
I'm gonna
over.
do
They
this
are
one
up on
reading.
this desk, which is much taller than your average desk. So I'm assuming you hop up on there to read them with your newfound flight. You don't understand the language that is written on them, but you see that there are some very well drawn pictures of plants.
Herbology. Making salves and things in here?
Possibly.
Herbalism.
Or poisons, okay, so very well drawn plants. Does that mean I can make a nature check on that?
You can.
Alright, cool. I will do so. After I figure out what the heck my nature check is, because I don't remember. +5. I am not proficient in that. If somebody is proficient in nature.
Or could possibly.
Gruzo
Oh, you said so, Nissa. You said you were also checking on the parchments. I just saw that.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, Nissa. Your translation is essentially that these are notes taken on some various fauna that is native to Guy Rock. Several of these plants are named, one of which is the vine. Again, the names are translated to you in Giant or Common. And their translation means that they're just called grasping vines. But they're
Okay.
a cool note about them is that they're normally passive. The only time that they're really active is if they're the heart, the main nest of the vine, is in dire need of nutrition.
Oh, that would make sense. Because if they were like looked after by the academy, they obviously can't be anymore.
Yep. So other than that, you Gadget, you recognize some of the pictures to some of the plants, but with Nissa's translation, it doesn't really help explain a whole lot.
Yeah.
They give some information, but you're not sure if they would be applicable to alchemy or something of that nature. But your knowledge of the subject does let you know that these 3 pieces of paper would be very valuable to the myth hunters.
Okay. I will also tuck that safely in my bag of holding.
Alrighty.
Is it? It might be a random question, but is it reasonable to assume that just the way that this is laid out, it's kind of like a what would you call it? Like a paper that you would do for school, kind of thing.
It looks like
a
they would.
research paper?
No, these look more like they were handouts of some sort.
Okay.
Study guides.
Mhm.
We just need to find the printers.
Right.
Of course, they're going to
Okay.
charge 5 cents a page, and we don't have.
There's a room for that.
Oh wait, we do have a student ID. We just gotta hope there is still money loaded on it.
Yeah.
All right, let's continue on. Twitchy ears.
Alrighty, just a moment.
Oh, did I find any random miscellaneous things that I could tuck away, like chalk or
No.
I don't know, stones of any
A
sort?
lot of these rooms look like they were thoroughly looted, and
Okay.
thus far it's just basically been knowledge. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Is there still
Layla.
that interminable ticking sound?
Yes, it's a slight hum. There's no outside sound. The only sounds that you're hearing is that ticking and now kind of like a small vibration, a small hum. No
Okay.
direct source though.
Alright.
Do we need to make new survival checks for tracks here?
Yes.
Whoever's gonna make it, guide.
Whoever's gonna make what?
Survival check.
Ah,
A survival check.
12 plus
I have a 1.
13 total.
What's your bonus? Because if you have the highest bonus, then somebody else can aid you for advantage.
Plus 6.
Okay. And I think Mary, you're proficient.
Excuse the potential
Yes.
noise real quick.
Can you aid Gruzo?
Again.
Roll it again.
Roll the roll.
13 plus 1. 14.
Alright.
Right, now I can sit down. So it was a 14 total?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. I will be marking the lesser of the tracks in some sort of purple color.
I like purple.
And the
I like turtles.
more increased tracks going like that.
Okay.
That
And
purple's
do
a
I
bit
see-
dark.
Do I see any open doors down this corridor? You did not get picked up on that one.
I was just saying, let me double check, but no, you do not.
Okay. Alright. Let's go this way, guys. obviously I would want Gruzo to be like right next to me and make sure that the group is staying together. We must stay together.
It's like leading a tour group through a museum.
Mm-hmm.
I'll need a
Okay,
stealth
everyone.
check from you, Layla.
I mean, I
Okay.
am looking at everything.
You hear the whirring of a sentry to our right as you're coming up to this junction. I just need to make sure you're doing so quietly.
Alright, I'm going to use 2.
Okay. The sentry does not notice you, but it is heading down that direction, directly towards you. It's kind of
Okay.
hovering slowly forward.
But I mean, I can't like back down the corridor far enough to not be seen, so I just have to hope it doesn't see me. But but we know what to do.
Yes.
Okay. Everybody else is with us, right?
Is everybody else with Gruzo and Layla?
Yeah.
I
Were
would
you
think
guys
so.
coming with
Yeah.
us?
Alright.
I would definitely want to travel as a group.
All right.
They're doing the whole.
But they're not. But they're not like right up on us. They were a little further back.
No,
so that-
yeah, exactly that. All right,
So,
so it
but we still
approaches.
wouldn't have enough.
It looks to its left and then to its right, and then a light just right in your eyes, just big blue light, boom, right into your eyes. And
22 wasn't enough.
Why did it randomly just say 11 on my end? I didn't say anything or roll anything.
because it could. Let me see here.
Fantasy Ground was
Alright.
doing.
Fantasy Grounds is haunted.
It to everybody else appears to make some weird. Layla, you hear. Where are you going?
Okay, so the thing that was the Shalute car. Was where are you going? And where
Yes.
you came from was Lurvik.
Right.
So Layla will take a deep breath and concentrate, and she's gonna very carefully say it as best she can.
All right. Very, very, very slowly.
Shalute car.
All right. Wonderful. See if that answer was sufficient enough.
Definitely like a little bead of sweat.
Present hall pass. Everybody else hears.
Now this one was any magic item.
Correct.
She will take out her holy symbol that is enchanted with the continual flame that she's had hidden in her clothes to keep the light from shining earlier. She takes that out and presents it.
Acceptable. Continue on. Notice that it absolutely saw the rest of you, but it just continued on.
Huh.
Layla just
Oh crap.
okay.
Good
Step
job.
since the sentry was just there, she's just gonna step into the like hallway and just look both ways now,
Okay.
or all 3 ways rather.
There is a slight bit more traffic going this way than there is in the other two directions.
Okay. Is the end of this hallway to the left? Is that visible? Like the room at the end? Is that within 60 feet?
Can you move your token so I can see?
Oh, easily. Okay. Oh, so I can see all the way down all these.
Oh, no, I was asking you if you can move your token. I wasn't sure which one you were referring to.
Oh, okay. This wall.
Okay, no. No, that's beyond your dark vision.
Okay, so the feet markers are not accurate.
No, they are not.
Okay. And which one looks like the? Well, I mean,
The
if
other
it
two are
makes sense,
both less traveled.
I'm not actually wanting to move here, but if it makes sense, I'm just showing everybody else if they can see it. If it makes sense, the next stairwell should be down here. If the layout makes sense.
Mhm.
So, do I see any open doors or anything within my vision?
Just double checking. No.
Or any plaques that just seem to stand out in any way?
No.
I know I can't read them. Okay. Well, let us continue on then.
All right.
Down, I assume.
Yep.
Oh, do I get to keep that 22 for right now? Because I will never roll that high again.
Yes, for now, since well, actually no, because it alerted the area. So no, sadly,
Oh.
you do not.
Ugh.
All right.
Do I need a new
sentries? That's the
perception
good news.
roll?
No, you don't need new perception currently.
Okay, so I'm still with the 28.
There.
Still listening.
All right.
So I get to this junction and stop.
So there is a open door right here.
Alright. I want everybody to... has that sentry that passed us just left by now?
Yes, last known location is going to be at the end of that corridor.
Okay. And did its light turn off?
The big bright light, yes, but it's faint light now.
Okay. Okay. So I will wave everybody to join us. Particularly Gruzo and Nissa. Since Gruzo knows traps and Nissa can read.
Yeah.
I can read too. Not this language.
Read!
At the
Read,
risk of
motherfucker,
copyright
read.
infringement. Well, that was terrible. Why did it do that?
Alright. So we'll point out the door.
Yep, that's a door.
Does it have any writing on it, or is it just a door that's open?
Why is this not letting me do the thing that I'm supposed to be able to do now? Oh,
I do not know.
that doesn't matter.
Ah, oh,
Sad times. Alright. So,
There was a reference.
Yeah, it's 2B.
Oh,
Is there going to be a bunch of dead androids in there?
no.
800 dead sentries just stacked up.
Wait, you mean you guys don't keep a corpse room?
Alright, so, Nissa, you read the plaque. And it says, Kishlan Garta.
Gesundheit.
Thank you. Which translates to cutting.
oh boy,
Peering in,
my favorite.
tables stand as thick as Fred's arms, and their legs are twice that size. Long,
Oh, that's thick.
Long, thick benches are sat on the opposite of a blackboard at the front of the room. Chains dangle from the high ceiling, with barbed hooks on their ends. There are various empty racks, shelves, and posts about the room. The tables have long, heavy gashes in them, as if thick wooden cutting boards. Stains darken the wood to a deep burned red.
Oh boy,
Maybe
this is
don't
a
go
nice
in there.
bedroom.
That's okay. It just looks like something out of Dead by Daylight. I'm sure that's gonna be fine.
Exactly what I was thinking. It's like, this is completely sanitary.
Is it? Do you want to go in that room? I don't.
I mean, it could have more pages or paper. Someone might be interested in that.
I guess.
Gadget, use your glowy eyes.
I use my special eyes, and in my special eyes, I mean my handy dandy magnifying glass investigation check.
Alright, let's see it.
Aiding as well.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna need it. Perfectly average. Thank you. Plus an 8. So it's 21.
Alright, 21.
Hold on. Wait. Let me double check that. I'm pretty sure it's 8, but I'm gonna double check it. Yes, 8.
I have special eyes.
I also still
Searching.
have detect magic for 10 minutes.
Well, it's been 10 minutes since the,
Okay, did
Since
I
the
detect
stairs?
anything?
yes, it's... No, not since then, other than the sentry. Which your detect magic was just about out. That's okay, though. You, in searching about the room, behind one of these, what look to be like a hacking post, you find a single unrusted cleaver. It's large. It's not like a regular person-sized cleaver, it's a giant-sized cleaver.
That's a big cleaver.
You can see, just from how clean it is and how untarnished it is, that it's definitely some sort of magicked cleaver.
Oh, okay.
Steer clear of the blade. It is extremely sharp.
Can it
Oh,
fit in
boy.
her bag of holding?
I don't know the dimensions of her bag of holding, but I'm sure it would. It's basically the length of a long sword, but the width of tabletop.
But how the
Dark
heck?
Souls weapon.
How the heck does that work? How do you put an extremely sharp object into a bag of holding? Is it just
Very
like
carefully.
One special little
As long as it's
little
not.
portal in there?
No,
As long as it's
in
not
this hang on.
overloaded.
In this case, you do need to be exceptionally careful if you're going to try and put it in your bag of holding.
Right. Here you go. Hang on. Here is the description of what it can hold.
Yeah, the 2 feet in diameter is the limit of what you can put through the mouth.
Mm-hmm.
So if it can't be turned in such a way that it's less than 2 feet at the blade,
I
I'm
take off
looking
my
at my
bag.
tabletop because
and
it's
I'm
about
looking
as
at it.
thick. It's 33 inches. No, it wouldn't go in.
okay.
Okay.
Oh man.
And then I look at my bag and then I'm like, nope. Put my bag back on my shoulder.
Give it to Miri.
Ooh.
I mean, it's a good weapon.
It's very, 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 very sharp. Be very, 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 very careful.
Yeah, don't just sling it on your back. You might become a full
be right back.
human or elf.
You might become a satyr.
No.
All right. Is there anything else in this room worth of note, or is it just the sword?
No, that was the main thing. There's no
Uh,
there's no notes or anything. This definitely appears to be a hands-on class. Well, if you're lucky, it's hands-on. If you're unlucky,
Yeah.
I don't like this room. It makes me think of bad things.
You hear a faint whisper, "Come here."
Oh,
No.
I immediately leave.
All right. We have cleared 2B.
To be or not to be? Not
No,
to
it's
be.
it's to be.
Oh.
The other room was not to be.
Shut up. Oh.
What's
All right,
the what's the verdict on the survival? We need a new survival.
Yeah, different
I
area and
got
everything.
this. I got this.
God.
Was anyone assisting me?
I think Mary probably would once she was done adjusting the cleaver.
Yeah.
Okay, that's much better. Thank goodness. As
Guidance.
a 18 plus 6 plus
All right, 27.
27 survival.
You can taste the corruption.
All
Just like face down on the floor and just goes this way. Did you just taste dirt?
This way.
Yeah.
No, they have this thing over here. It says Raumba.
All right, so obviously the traffic is going in this direction. However, with that survival check, you can tell that it's been a couple hours since the last beings traveled through this area. You can actually see small areas where dust has been shifted up against the wall from recent sentry patrol.
Judging by the depth of the dust, the angle which it has gathered against the
Correct.
wall, can I tell exactly how many sentries have passed by this particular spot in the last 24 hours and the frequency at which
Oh.
they come through this area?
Oh my lord.
At least once every 24 hours and more than possibly 0.
My God.
no.
They're everywhere.
Anything
Okay.
more than 0 is too
Cruiser,
many.
Cruiser just slowly turns back to the group. Okay, let's go this way.
All right.
Okay.
So, Layla, still worried about the portent she had earlier, stays like completely abreast with Gruzo, so that Gruzo's not way out in front.
Personal space. You're in my bubble.
If you're in front, we might all die.
All right, so to the bottom is the lesser traveled route.
Okay, which way? But it's still been a long time, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Kind of want to go down here.
Any more open doors in this direction that we can see?
Not in that direction, no. And these are the side of the rooms heading down. So no.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go. Let's try there. Look down this hallway.
All right, so here we have most of the travel going that way. And you spot kind of on the edge of your vision here some fallen, what looks to be like fallen wood, as if a door had fallen open.
Over there.
So our vision limit is the 20 feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gruzo just like looks around this
Come
corner.
on, Nessa.
Like looks around this corner at Gadget and Marissa, and it's just like, hey, over here, guys.
Okay.
I just went round in a big circle.
Yes. And while we're there, Mary, or
Mhm.
not Mary, Layla
Oh.
wants to look down here and see if there's another stairwell, since we're close enough. But Layla's guessing, since the traffic was the other way, it's probably not.
You're going to go down in that direction?
No, I want to look that direction. I want to
okay.
be like right with everybody else, but I want to look that way.
Okay.
Gadget, Mary,
Yes.
come here. Nessa, what's the door say?
What does the door say?
Slam, slam.
I'm still like dying over the interruption we just got from D&D.
All right. You don't spot anything that stands out as a stairwell or anything from there.
Okay.
It's just an open area. You can see some large benches. Right, whoops, I must have hit my DPI setting there. So there's like, you see a bench here, and kind of peering your head out there, you see a bench there.
How much damage you putting in there? You said your DPS button.
Oh, DPI button.
I was like, how much DPS you putting in?
At least one.
2,000.
1 million.
Nowhere near that. I play Bard. I'm not even gonna pretend there. All right.
Yeah.
So
Bessie does 5.
glancing back, I assume at what we're calling 2P.
Or not.
No, you pretty much need to pee.
Really?
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 No.
It says 2P.
Oh my god, it burns!
This
You
is-
should probably
this
talk
is-
to your urologist.
This is the evil room. The 2B was the good room. 2P is the evil room.
But everything's white in this room. It can't be evil.
I need to go blow my nose.
All right. So
Vex, that hurt me.
Nissa, you openly mouth this as you're reading it. Gath'dern Kagar. Unmaking.
Oh god.
Well, that's not ominous.
This
That sounds
room
awesome.
has scattered broken tables and chairs, much like some of the other rooms. There are old erased markings on the board, on the blackboard, and a heavy sense of unease fills the air.
I don't like this place.
What was it? I'm sorry. I had to walk away to go blow my nose because you made my freaking Starbucks go up my nose.
Geth Dern Kagar. Unmaking.
Break
Does
down.
everyone get a heavy sense of foreboding, or just Nissa?
Nissa's the only person who poked their head in, so just Nissa.
I'm like, we're not going this one. This one actually is not feeling very good.
I'll look.
Is there good stuff?
You waltz in, and you feel like you've made a terrible decision.
No. I didn't say I went in.
Oh.
I was going to look into the door.
Okay, well, yes. So you had to poke your head in all the same, and yes, that
Was the
same
door
feeling.
open?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
totally open. Just peering in, you get that sense as well. However, something in the back of your mind kind of tickles at your curiosity. There's something in here.
Gadget just says a Sylvan swear word and says, I gotta go in there.
Hey, fuck this! What was that?
I understood that this time.
Get that back!
I am on the
YouTube,
opposite
I
spectrum.
did not
There
say
is-
an actual curse word. You can replay it.
Yes, that was
You
a
I
alien
even
language.
spelled what I said.
Yes.
Can you not cuss on
You can. I'm joking at the made for children algorithm. It's ridiculous.
Oh, yeah, that.
So you said you walked in?
Gadget. Guidance.
What kind of check? Well, wait, did Gruzo already look at the room to make sure it was safe?
No, but
Traps.
Nissa looked in, and she's never steered anybody wrong.
Gruzo, trap checking, please.
And the door is open. Guidance.
Okay, so Gruzo, to check for
Ooh,
traps,
nat 20.
you will have to step into the room.
But you can't check the doorway for
Oh,
traps?
there's definitely no traps in the doorway. You guys poked your heads in there. No guillotine
Indeed,
came
nothing
down.
happened. Dead
happened,
already.
so
When I
yeah.
step into the room, do I get to keep the natural 20?
Yes.
Yay! And you said guidance?
Yes.
Oh, 26.
All right. So you step in and you start kind of looking around, and about a second or two after you step in, you feel like you've made a terrible, terrible decision. Much like the feeling that you got shortly after waking up naked next to Beck that one time.
What?
That is a terrible feeling.
But as you kind of begin to look around, you notice that there's really nothing out of the ordinary in here. There's just a sense of badness. Bad and wrong, kind of like Badong.
Oh God! Is the power glove in there?
It's like Ed and Alphonse trying to bring their mom back.
I wouldn't say it's on that
Bad.
level of terrible.
The
That-
loom of doom.
So
Whole different level too.
you finally make your way over to the teacher's desk, and you're kind of using a dagger to kind of poke around and see if there's anything out of the ordinary. And one of the drawers just falls out. Just pink.
Oh.
Pink, 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 pink.
And as it does so, a puff of old dust and what smells like new books fills the air. There's a single dust-covered, fragmented book. The spine of it has long since kind of like just rotted away. But It has probably about 20 pages still intact in the back section of the book. Other than that, nothing else is out of the ordinary.
Now, since my character is high in wisdom, that means I've got common sense, yes?
You have exercised the opposite of that multiple times.
Layla's gonna be like, okay, it's the room of unmaking, right?
Mm-hmm.
That means they were teaching them how to unmake stuff. Another word for that is killing or destroying. If there's only the last few pages in that, that's probably meant for super advanced students.
Mm-hmm.
So we should probably not look at it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's all I had to say.
Okay.
I'm usually all for reading books, but I'm
there's
not
one
in
other
this
thing.
case.
Guidance.
Just every so often, just walk up.
Can the cover or the spine be read? I forget if that was.
No, I had rotted away. That's
Okay,
fine.
rotted away. Okay,
Yeah,
so
it's just basically the last 20 or so pages just sitting on the back portion of the book.
okay, I'm gonna put a marking of some sort on it. So I will put I'll tie it in a ribbon or something so that it
Okay.
is separated. It is obvious that hey, don't read this.
Okay.
And put it into the bag of holding.
Okay.
Just
They are now walking around with a sentient book.
broom handle, with a broom handle, just slowly pushing it into the bag as someone holds
Yes.
it open on the floor.
Don't let it jump.
Why is our Geiger counter ticking?
Yes, Mythic. All right.
Are we good to leave this room now? I don't want to be here anymore.
Did that little ping that I was feeling, did it go away?
No, it's still there. This room feels terrible to be in.
He's like, so we shouldn't look at it. Uh-huh. I look at it anyways. No, I wasn't gonna do that.
Oh no.
Okay, so I can cancel my own move. I just have to right click it.
Yes.
Yes.
That's what I was trying to figure out right there. Sorry for the arrows everywhere.
All right.
I currently can't move because people are on top of me.
You can just click where you are. Yeah, I think we should go down that way that Nissa is sort of pointing. So,
Okay.
Gruso. Everybody, let's go. Ba-ding, ba-dong.
All right.
Ba-da-dong. Who's playing the harp in this place?
Yeah, right. We haven't encountered anything to give us other music. All right. In this case, traffic is equal going up or down. You don't see or hear anything different. Right. So far, it's going pretty swell, which means that it's probably going to go downhill really fast here in the next 15 minutes or so.
So this is 20 feet. No, I wasn't moving that way. I was trying to see how
Well, you
far
just
it was.
moved that way.
I wasn't trying to. I'm trying to use it as a ruler. I can see that far. What does
Yes.
it look like that way?
A corner.
Okay. No sign of a stairwell or anything.
No.
How about to there?
To
I'm
here,
still looking.
I know. To here,
Yeah.
same thing.
Okay. So I can't see all the way down to the left. What's going to calling us invisible? Bloom, bloom, bloom.
Born musician.
I'll drive him crazy with my harp skills.
We finally get where we're going. Shakes off the invisibility. So what did you think of the harp?
It was glorious, was it not?
Do you like my song?
Is this Matt Damon gonna look like actual Matt Damon, except
No.
he's gonna have horns?
No.
Matt Damon.
If you're lucky, you won't encounter him at all. And I've just wasted time. I've wasted time working on art form and everything. If you're lucky. All right.
Alright.
Is it?
Yeah. So it's
So-
equal travel north and south here.
Okay. Layla thinks north.
All right. So to the north we go.
Yeah.
Is it? Oh, stupid to ask. Oh, but-
Actually,
There's There's no such thing as a stupid question.
Should I make a check on the direction to go based on the craft skills?
Try.
Okay. It's a +8, right? That sound right? That sounds right. That
Sounds
is.
like a number to me.
What I was going to ask is that if it was possible.
Well, fuck this.
Yes, Nissa.
If it was possible to, I don't know how to properly explain it. If it's possible to try and gauge what the correct path would be to get to a staircase, because it is similar. I'm only really going off the fact that the rune is the same as the one I got for my Arcanum.
No, this is nothing like the
know.
layout of the Arcana.
Well,
Right.
on the other floor, the last one was over here,
Right.
and we already checked that zone.
We're only supposed to go up to the 3rd floor to grab.
Realistically speaking, like we've checked the entire left side, because the whole time that we were like over here, that was another 20 feet that way, so we could have seen that way all the way to the end of that hall. So unless it's in like a mid hallway over there, we would have seen it.
Talking about the
I mean,
staircase.
Yes.
I mean, it could also be the case that it's magic like the other one, so it won't look
It
like a
could also be the
staircase.
case that we're somehow on the top floor,
I mean,
so we won't see one going up. We'll just only find one going down because we don't know what floor. We presume we're on the 2nd floor, and it makes sense because everything says 2. But you know, maybe giants are crazy.
I say go north.
Yeah. Okay.
Because if you check the left side, let's check upwards, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
Twitchy ears.
All right. So Gruzo was following you. Layla disappeared.
Yeah.
What?
Ah!
I don't,
Where am
random
I?
thought, but I have to
I don't
say,
actually scream, by the way.
Gruzo looks like Nissa's child.
I'm sorry, what?
It's just a picture of the two
All right,
cuties. It just
so-
looks so similar.
Because realistically
So-
speaking, like, so Layla doesn't perceive that she's suddenly like vanished. Layla
Right.
just walked.
Right. So, oops.
Oh wait, that was actually a thing? I thought he accidentally deleted his token.
No. Layla, as you step forward, you hear the conversation around the corner ahead of you to the north and to the left. You hear a conversation in what sounds like abyssal.
Okay. At this point, she looks back to try and wave Nissa forward.
There's nobody there. All right, hang on. Go to the rest of the group real quick. Rest of the group.
Does Gruzo see?
She just appears to, as she's stepping forward, she just vanishes.
Gruzo will
Huh?
immediately stop everyone, knowing, having gone through that portal. Just like we'll stop. Like, whoa, hold on. I think there's another one of those portal things here.
Panique.
Oh god, another portal. Why is it right in the middle of the hallway?
I don't know. Do we go through and follow her?
I just
or-
go. It's
Oh,
just-
God. Ah!
Ah!
All right.
like, you don't split the party. Go.
I get fluttered into gently.
So, yeah. All right. So Gruzo and Gadget bump into a very solid standing Layla. She stands as if she is made of stone. She dare not move forward.
Oh, this is about to get complicated with a centaur.
Hold on, guys, I'm coming! Clump, 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 clump.
Charges forward at maximum
So-
speed.
Nissa,
moved me?
did you walk forward through the invisibility?
I would peek in first to see if it's just a dead end room.
All right. So you peek in and you are behind Gruzo.
Duh.
What do you hear?
Surprise!
Mary, what do you do?
I just want to stick with everyone.
So what do you do?
Like knowing
do you
knowing that
rush
Mary
forward,
is-
or are you just slowly walking, or what?
knowing that Mary's probably coming, like Layla is trying her best to like make as much room as possible, but like still not going out in the hall.
Mary.
Just walk through the dang portal.
All right, she walks through.
I'm hesitating. I'm doing the tippy taps.
All right.
What do your devil ears hear, Nessa?
Why is set to
Foul
always
treachery
visible,
is this.
please? There we go.
All
All
I
right.
hear is hooths.
Now you hear the infernal.
Infernal this time.
Sorry, I meant the abyssal. So you hear it as you're walking forward, and they say, "No, or you got to take this patrol. I got to head down to the bottom."
Huh. Alright, I'll reiterate that to the others.
Are there any open doors nearby us? Looking back behind us, looking all around us.
You
so
see
that we can
some what looks to be like scattered wood right here, but you can't see the actual door. Oh, come on now.
Okay. Can we tell can I tell based on my perception and the sound like where they are ahead of us? Like how close are they to us?
It sounds like they're just around this corner. Come on.
Okay, like right there.
Yeah.
Just around
Okay.
And they're getting closer.
Okay.
So we could go this way.
We gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go.
All right. I'll need stealth checks from everybody.
Oh no!
Okay.
Oh, stealthy stealth.
It's
Okay,
literally
something.
impossible for me to stealth. I am noisy.
Hey, you can't be rolling worse than me. What are you talking about? That's my job.
I get a 13. I have disadvantage, so I had to roll twice,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm rolling.
which is unfortunate because there went my 20 for the night.
Where is it? There it is.
You know what?
Oh
Oh
no!
no.
If I use a lucky, can I just take that 20?
Yes.
Mm.
Well, I don't think it's gonna matter.
Just
No. You two.
don't you have one of those gifted traits that you can use, Mary?
Not for stealth.
What's that?
I mean, what is? Hold on, is stealth a dex?
Oh no!
Isn't yours on dex?
I heard
Do you not have one?
Did you? In abyssal, you just hear just. Is that a horse?
I immediately
no.
stop tapping.
Panicked.
Okay, with
My
my
illusion do get sound off in a different direction.
All right. Me. Come here. Maps.
good call, Nessa.
I hope it worked.
Oops. That's too many. Did what work?
She said she cast minor illusion to make a sound way away down the other corridor.
Oh. All right. What's the DC on your I think it's a wisdom to disbelieve.
Get image, object, sound.
And no, the DC
It
should
is.
be right on the spell list. It'll say it right there. DC. It's hit/DC.
Yeah, I'm reading it.
No, you're reading the spell, not reading.
Well, my illusion doesn't have hit or DC on it. It says in the actual thing. The creature can determine that it is an illusion with a successful intelligence investigation check against your spell save DC. Where is that?
Yeah.
15.
Okay. Oops. I'm doing this the right way.
There's not a lot of things that do an intelligence save. That's pretty weird. I didn't know that was a thing. Usually in their wisdom to disbelieve.
It's one of the things that I can do that hopefully will be useful.
It's one of the things that I can do.
Most things don't tend to have great intelligence checks.
Most
Says
normal,
you.
normal creatures.
Well, yes, that's why I said most things.
Let's see.
But it's strange that it specifically says investigation, because usually you have to like be right up on something to investigate it.
Yeah. I guess it's more like perception is just to detect the sound, and investigation is to find out, is to actually think about it.
All right. And where were you, can you put on the map where you're trying to put this?
All right. I would not be walking this way, but down that way.
Okay. So they round the corner to hear what the sound was, and they see a centaur.
But we had already gotten into the hallway by that point.
Yeah, but Nissa has to be able to see what she's doing. This hallway is rather large, 20 feet across, and on either side.
But did they make the check, or is it just because?
Did you mean to have the sound come from behind them?
Well, she couldn't have been able to do that because.
The way to look
So
at it.
hang on.
It doesn't say you have to see it. It just says within the range.
Yeah, but you have to know where you're casting it. She
But
has
she
no
knows
idea
the-
the layout of this place.
Yeah, she doesn't.
From here, we can see down far enough to see that there's a curve around that way, for sure.
Yeah, but she doesn't know if there's a building right there, or sorry, a closed room right there, or anything like that.
Right.
So in either case, as they come around the corner, there's a group that goes north and a group that goes south. The group that goes south is the one you guys will be encountering, at least to begin with. And now, finally, do this.
Oh my god, my OCD.
It's because I had to just draw it. Come on, thing. There we go. Let's do this one. Hopefully it's not too loud. Turn it down a little bit here. There we go. Let's get an initiative roll as you guys see 3 demons heading down the hall.
14.
Oh my god! What is with these rolls? 4.
All right.
I
You're
rolled a
squishy
1.
little wizard.
Maybe stop using D&D Beyond.
I don't think it matters for pets.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see.
My ineptitude carries wherever I go. It's not funny.
All right.
Does that one in the back have pigtails?
Yes.
Styling.
Is
There we
his
go,
name
do that.
Betty?
My name is Betty.
Betty.
All right, well,
Your clothes are red.
Gadgets was a 16. Joe's was a 20. Versus was a 12. Alright, Cruza, you're the first to act. They're aware of noise down this way. They definitely heard something, but they are not fully aware of where the party is at the moment.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I figured. Great. Shit. Because they're gonna head down this way and then immediately see the group to the right.
There was, let's see here, 3 that went this way.
Kind of want everyone to like back up towards the opposite, like further down the tunnel. Like, that way, when these guys round the
You can
corner,
definitely whisper that to everybody.
then yeah, and then he'd probably. Is there anything I can like hide behind so I'm not like immediately obvious?
Just other players. There's nothing else in the hallway. Way on down the hallway, there's some like broken pieces of wood, but definitely nothing to hide behind.
And chances are we can't all get back there before the enemy gets to take their turn because several people have very low initiative.
Mm-hmm.
So people are gonna get seen. Period.
Crap. Gruzel will have to hide or try to hide behind like Layla and just, I guess, hold a ready to action.
Okay.
To use his shit. Yeah, to use a short bow.
Okay. Gadget is next.
I mean, I could just use Ray of Sickness on these guys. If they don't have great con saves, I have no idea. Or Flaming Sphere. The question is, do you want to make a big bang, or do you want to try and take them out quietly?
If we can't run away, then we're probably going to make so much noise that any of the others on this same floor will draw us. But we couldn't hear any noises, despite me having like a ridiculously high perception, from even just a few halls away.
Okay.
So it seems that sound doesn't carry very far here.
That's,
okay,
yes.
so
If you remember on the first floor, once you were in the hallway, you couldn't hear outside anymore.
Yeah, so it seems like there's very little sound carry, so we don't have to worry too much about being noisy. But we have to make
Unless
sure
you
that once
make a
we
big
find
noise,
people,
yeah.
they don't run away.
Ray of Sickness is apparently a one target. Flaming Sphere is a 5-foot diameter sphere. So that would work. But they're devils. Are they actually resistant to flame?
These ones are demons. But
Demons.
There's unfortunately not a whole lot of knowledge on the subject.
Okay, then, you know what? I'm gonna just make it easier for everyone. I am going to grease the floor before they get over there, so maybe they'll freaking fall. So, I am gonna go ahead and,
Shenanigans.
quickly go into the bag of holding and grab out some containers that totally just looks like old food and oil and wet sab.
Are you doing it right now, or are you waiting for one of them to like step into the zone?
I'm pretty sure they have to walk into it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, it
that's
says
the
it
end of
says.
your turn.
Hold on. No, it says when the grease appears, each creature standing in the area must succeed a
It
dexterity
also
saving
says
throw.
the creature that enters
Or
the area
fall
or ends its
prone.
turn there has to also do it.
Mhm.
Yes. So yeah, I'll ready the action to
Okay.
grease. So I will at least hit the button where it says cast. So it
Alrighty.
is casted.
Layla's next.
Layla.
So hopefully it'll catch multiple at once. That'd be great.
Is going to. Is going to wait because she knows based on my perception earlier, she knows that there's at least more than one, right? Or can I actually see that
you can see there's you can see that
Like
there was
Caruso said, there's
there was
3
six.
coming.
Yeah, there was 6. 3 went up and 3 went down.
Okay. Can I use some of my movement to physically move Nissa? Like if I take double my movement to do that?
You mean
Because
you
of
wanna
course
push her out of the
Nissa-
way?
Nissa is of course in the line of fire.
I don't
push Nissa
know. I
back?
like her being up front.
So I can't use my movement to do that.
You'd have to use an action to physically move somebody.
Okay. In that case, instead, I will ready as soon as they are within. As soon as they spot us, and I can catch all of them,
Mhm.
I will cast Fairy Fire on them.
Okay. Mary is next.
I'm gonna prep for it. I have a net.
Their only weakness, a tiny net.
Tiny net. But I think I was like throwing a net on them and then beating them. I'm just gonna get my swords ready.
All right. Their turn. All right. In order of operation here, Gruzo goes first. There are 2 wielding clubs with barbed wire, and behind them is a woman jauntily skipping forward with a cat of 9 tails.
Warrior looking guy on the left then.
All right.
Probably be the first one Cruiser targets. So that would be. I'm gonna guess an 11 doesn't hit.
You have advantage.
Oh.
Because they're unaware of us right now.
Yes, it's a surprise.
You're right.
Surprise! 17.
Snuck attack. How many? Okay, yeah, it's 3d6. So I need.
You snookered them.
So that's 4d6 plus 5. Oh,
That's a beefy sneak attack right there.
And this is with a crossbow?
short bow.
Short bow. All right.
1d6 plus 5.
Where would you
And
like to
then
hit them at?
Preferably like right in the chest, like sternum, center of the collar.
All right. Has everybody seen Fight Club?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know
Oh,
when he
God.
gets shot in the chest?
Yeah.
That's exactly what happens here. They're walking forward, kind of like clubs at the ready, and he just looks at the one next to him, and he's just like, "Did I get shot? Is this? Do you see this arrow? I think that's vital. I think that I've been hit somewhere vital."
Grizzly's just holding the bow after firing, just like, the fuck?
Does this look bad to you?
This feels really awful.
Is it poking out the other side?
I think I'm in shock already. And the one next to him is just like, some little person just shot you with an arrow.
This is like looking at Layla, just like shrugs, like.
Good on him for using appropriate terminology.
He looks back at the person with the whip, and it's just like, listen, there's a bunch of people ahead, and they're not demons, and Jim's looking pretty messed up. You know, I know Matt Damon might not like us retreating here, but I think we need to retreat. It is still not yet their turn, as the second readied action begins. That would be gadgets.
Oh yes, the Benny Hill of spells.
You're muted, Gadget.
The grease. So, the moment she heard something about retreating and something about telling Matt Damon, that's when the grease comes out. It is a 10-foot square. I would love to just go ahead and just get that entire area that all three of them are in.
All right.
So it just got chucked, and I go,
So what's the
nothing personal!
dex save, you said?
I
right.
think it's a 16.
The back one definitely made
It's
it.
16.
Yikes. The front two did not make it.
They fall prone.
Alright, I'm gonna rent. Odds he falls on his butt.
Oh god.
Evens he
Oh
falls
God,
on his
he
chest.
No,
Oh,
don't
God.
fall on your chest. Please don't fall on your
Yes.
chest.
He fell on his chest.
No, God.
So he just falls forward and the arrow pokes out of his back. The other guy like
So, Home Alone?
exactly
yes,
that.
Hold on, yeah.
And then he just collapses.
He just eats shit.
And he just looks, he's like, alright, that's messed up. And he looks over to his buddy, and his buddy's like, it's all the way through, isn't it? Yes, it
That's
is.
a D12.
Alright, so he's taken 4 additional damage.
These guys are way too calm about this.
I know, it's kind of.
That feels vital. Does that look vital? I think that's something vital.
It definitely hit something vital.
His buddy just looks next to him, sees it sticking out. Yeah, it's
It's vital. I'm sorry, dude.
it's bad, dude.
Do I take it out or leave it in? Do I take it out or leave it in?
Leave it in.
Leave it in. Leave it in.
We're help at this point. No,
We
stop,
have-
don't move.
We have not yet finished the readied
Damage has
actions.
been done.
Layla's readied action is next.
They need to make another DC 16 dexterity save.
Well, one
Well,
of
they
them's
have
already
disadvantage
failed,
on the ground.
so-
Yes.
Fail. Yep. And then the one in the back.
It's difficult terrain too, by the way. Even if she did make the save, yeah.
Well, she's not moving anywhere right now. She got a 16 exactly, so she makes the save.
So pink and purple sparkles appear on the two guys who are on the ground, and they essentially like illuminate vital areas on them. So any attacks made against them now have advantage,
Here's something
and they
unfortunate.
can't become invisible.
That means at the end of their turn, they have to make yet another dex save.
If they're
Yes,
standing
if
up.
they're still in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the one on the ground, he's looking at his buddy Jim.
They're also shedding light
Listen.
in 10-foot radius.
Listen, you're glittering. And Jim goes, like a vampire?
God, now they have to die.
Yeah, just like a vampire, dude.
Layla is now extremely confused.
and Jim
She's
goes,
like,
wait,
what?
you're glittering too.
When do vampires glitter?
The girl, the woman with the pigtails is just like, shut up, we gotta deal with this. And then the next readied action is Mary's. said you had your sword ready.
I didn't have my swords ready.
Did you also?
I don't know. I feel kind of bad now.
They're demons. They're
Yeah,
coming to mess us up.
Yeah, but they didn't. I mean,
They might have been coming just to converse. Like, they weren't, like, rushing at you hostily.
Yeah.
I just
Here's
gave you
the thing.
banger music, and that was about it.
Here's the thing. Miri has just seen this guy slip, impale himself, and then get up and be like, it's in there. So she's just gonna be, she's like in a battle stance, and then she just drops, like kind of relaxed.
Oh man,
You okay?
No wait, this is
Thank
an
you for
important
your
point.
concern.
I guess since Miri understood them, they must be speaking common.
They are speaking common.
Okay.
Okay, so
are we
you
gonna
just
fight?
say, are you okay?
Are we good?
I was like, we're
Are
just
we
gonna
gonna
call
fight or
truce
what?
here? Are we gonna do a truce or what? What are we doing here?
I don't know. This is pretty messed up. I mean, look at Jim. I think that's a tendon sticking out of his back.
Oh,
sorry, Jim.
Oh, hold on a second. I think I can actually heal. Can.
So your last ready action is just to ask them if they're okay. If the answer is no.
Can Layla talk?
As a free action,
I mean,
yes,
talking
you
is
can
a
say
free
something.
action.
As it becomes their turn finally.
Wait. Do you guys not want to fight?
Preferably, pain is reserved only for intimate moments.
Oh.
And I'll be honest with you, this doesn't feel too intimate. Some strange small shadow just shot Jim in the chest. Grease appears. We fall, I bust my ass. Jim impales himself through the back, off of the arrow the small shadow shot at him. We can't sense you guys. Whatever you are. And Missy back here is just... She was just excited to whip something. And I'm afraid it's gonna be me. She giggles.
I mean, if we don't have to fight, like, we thought you were gonna come fight us.
Why would you think that? It's like everything...
Well,
everything's
you got a club covered in barbed wire. I thought you were prepared
for
to use it
self-protection. What if something... I don't know.
I think a barbed club is gonna be helpful against an arrow.
Yeah, we just learned that.
on us. In retrospect, that makes a lot of sense.
I don't know what you heard, but all that we said was, I think I heard a horse. Let's go check. And then some glass shatters down the opposite way.
Yeah, that's me. That was me.
So, we're minding our own business. Nothing ever happens here. We were the ones who were scared. Jeez. You guys are so rude.
I mean, I can fix that then if we're not gonna fight.
I would like
I'll
I would
get
like it a
insight
lot
check.
if we don't fight and maybe, converse as intelligent beings do.
Can I also make an insight check?
Yes, absolutely.
We got an 18.
I would
so
too,
the
but
same
I'm
as my
not.
passive.
Add a 4 to this. It's
Ooh.
24.
Grizzly's just standing there with
They
like a bow and
they
another arrow,
want
just like,
you can tell that they're doing whatever they can to get out of this situation. But they absolutely have no hostile intent left in them.
Okay.
They are 100% genuine.
Okay.
Whatever
they're
it takes.
Actually, we're like,
Okay.
all right, they're
So-
being genuine. Stand down, guys.
So wait. So if we go about if we each go our separate ways, you're not gonna go tell Matt Damon? That's an intimidating sounding name.
If you can fix Jim, we'll pretend like you guys weren't here.
I mean, that's a pretty good deal.
Are you a
I mean-
fox?
Do I attack
I
now,
mean-
guys?
Not.
Do
Just
what?
pop around the corner with their hands on fire. Ah!
Where did you get that grenade?
I don't know.
Yeah, I can fix it. Bring him over here. Yeah, I'm not like a
All right.
complete fox. Like I'm a fox person.
Very slowly and carefully, they get to their hands and knees and scoot forward slowly.
They're also still glittering.
Yes, glittering
You can't
figures
dismiss
approach.
that either.
It is concentration, so I could.
She
but
slinks
Lena's
off to
still
the
a little
side here,
nervous.
and the non-injured one looks up and says, "Ah, no, actually, you are a fox."
Oh!
She looks and she goes, "I'm pretty sure I'm a person."
No,
Jim on
it's
the
a
ground
compliment,
says,
compliment.
Jim on the ground looks up and says, "Ugh."
Again, but keep in mind, Layla's not very
Yeah, no,
intelligent.
that's why I just say she's complimenting your looks.
Kerblush. is the
Missy
correct
back here,
response.
she looks forward and just kind of takes in the sight and says, "All right, I spent a lot of time in hell, and this is the strangest thing I've ever seen. We have a goblin, a fairy, a half horse, some weird
Why does
demon.
everyone keep calling me a horse?
Technically,
Mary,
a
have you
2/3
seen
horse.
a horse?
A
You let me imagine somebody who's a centaur who's never seen a horse. So like, everyone's like, "You're a horse."
Hey.
What the is a horse? I'm
looks
just a person.
looks to Nissa, a disabled devil.
Disabled.
I'm sorry, whatever happened to you. I'm sorry that, we don't choose how we're born, right? And a fox person.
Alright. I'm going to cast Cure Wounds. He
He was-
gets 13 health back.
13 health. All right, he's back above half.
And then I can also make a medicine check with guidance.
Mhm.
With guidance, it came out to a 15.
All right, you're able to heal and close the wound and take the arrow out the back.
The arrow out.
That's what I'd hand it back
Luckily,
to
luckily, it didn't actually damage the tendon. It kind of went back into place.
That was a good shot though, right?
He goes.
Gruzo, helping or hurting?
Jim goes, "I've been shot twice ever. This was the second time. The last time I was shot, it was my own doing. The shot,
Oh,
What is
What?
a bullet?
you know, guys,
A what?
I know what it.
what it? They don't understand. It's a thing that shoots out of a gun.
Yes. Yes, it is.
That does
Are
not
there-
answer the question.
Okay, would I have heard of guns?
No,
Okay.
I got a
gun.
sketchbook.
Right.
Gun.
anyways, it
Oh, is that thing that dude was carrying?
Yes.
Was out in the courtyard?
yes.
Oh, that looks dangerous.
All right, so he looks up. He says,
It's a
"So,
mini cannonball.
out of my 2 experiences of being shot, this one was much worse. So yes, I would say you're a good shot."
Hey.
So,
Thank you. Can I have that arrow back, please?
Listen, guys, we're gonna have to move into the hallway a little bit because if they come looking
Alright,
for
let's go.
us, there's gonna be
Let's go.
problems. And honestly, I don't want any of my friends to die. If we can help it.
that's right proper of you.
We're just looking
Yeah.
for a thing and then we're leaving.
Well, Nissa should be able to tell as
Yeah.
soon as she sees a door plaque.
Yeah, we're on the 3rd floor.
Okay. I'm gonna say, okay,
Do not tell them we're looking for something. Just say we're explorers or adventurers or something.
I think she already
No,
said
just-
that, and they're gonna go, "Oh, you're after the Power Stone."
The what? No, I don't. What's their power
What?
thing?
What were you guys talking about?
Listen, Matt has it.
Oh.
Fuck.
Ah.
Is it,
He found it last
just
week.
go,
Listen,
mission
guys.
failed? What is this?
Listen, he found it last week, alright? And he has let it go to his head.
Oh, so you don't like it either.
It's not so
Mission
much
failed,
that,
go
it's
back.
just he was kind of an okay guy before. He thinks he's like big boss thug because his daddy works over in the tower. So he thinks he's got sway over all of us lesser demons, which technically he does, but then he got this stupid stone. And I swear, 3 times a day, I'm gonna use the stone. Pfft, some weird shit happens. I'm gonna use the stone. Pfft, weird shit happens. What else? Pfft, weird shit happens. And it's never beneficial to us. It's always beneficial to him, but geez, the last time it was used? Here, let me see.
How many times has he used it today?
I don't know. I haven't
Actually,
seen him today.
While we're on the subject of towers and things, where is the stairs? So that we can, leave and avoid
Oh,
possibly hurting your buddies?
wherever they feel like being at that point in time.
What?
Cool.
So yeah, the last time, he summoned a unicorn and disappeared.
He disappeared or the unicorn disappeared?
He disappeared, and the unicorn was here for a full 2 hours.
Wouldn't a unicorn immediately try to attack a...
Was he not? Are you sure he wasn't the unicorn? What if he became
Yeah,
it?
no, he definitely wasn't the unicorn. He turned invisible. We know we got some complaints from the ladies. He was invisible and off doing other things.
What was he doing to them?
No. No.
I can.
No one
he
needs
looks.
to know the
He,
answer
he
to
looks
that
at
question.
Nissa and says, "I can show you."
What?
You know,
I'm scared.
these interactions just are not at all going like how I was taught they would as a
Oh,
cleric.
let me guess. Oh, so yeah. So, ooh, hell, bad, fire, angry,
Do you want
burning
to stop being
sins.
glittery, or do you like that?
No, this sucks. I hate looking like a vampire.
She dismisses it, and it's like, I've never heard that vampires glitter.
Oh, yeah. Well, I never thought they did either, but listen, some lady came to hell and wouldn't stop talking about it. And she's convinced at least half of us that that's what happens. Somebody turns into a vampire, they get all glittery in the sunlight.
Maybe we should step inside that one classroom that looks like it's open. Finish our conversation.
Yeah, probably a good idea. They're probably about to come down this way. We'll go back over to the other map.
What's the
Just
plaque?
close it.
Ah!
Bah! Gone!
My fantasy grounds exploded.
As in, like, what, you crashed? Oh, yeah, you
Yeah.
crashed.
Oof.
Oof. Oof. Arr.
Let me know if you can see the map.
I'm not
Can't
even
see the
on fantasy grounds.
Oh, okay, it says you
For
hit
me.
connected, so... Okay.
Not yet. It's still going.
Alright, well, as that's going on, let me look here
This one.
at...
Use
Oh,
your demon eyes.
boy,
What
it's
does it
this
say?
room. Alright.
Oh no!
Oh
Alright. You're welcome, Tay.
What?
You're welcome. You'll see.
You're welcome.
What can I say except you're welcome? Okay, I've got the academy up.
I'm still on blank maps. I don't know what you're talking about right now.
Pull up your old academy 1F map.
Yeah.
And then maybe room 1G?
It says 3A.
3A.
Yeah. Thra.
Yeah, let me pull up the other map that's gonna be
Ah, yes.
this one. Just make sure everybody's sharing this map and grab. Come on.
Oh, yeah. What does the plaque say, Nissa?
This room is about double the size of the others. Of course, the isometric isn't going to show that.
Nessa, are you still here?
3A.
Yeah, I'm still here. Vic is doing something at the moment.
All right. So you guys walk in here, and as that's happening, Nissa kind of probably speaks it aloud. Let's see. I'll type it here too for you guys. Arkithka, artificing.
Ooh.
Scraps of
that.
scraps of metal, old tools, and unrusted bars of steel or something similar lie about the room. Most of it looks as if it were left for a reason, as the other rooms seem to have been looted. So,
Investigating.
as you guys are walking in, yeah, she's investigating. The three demons follow you guys. And
Why the low roll
So
in the
that's a
good
20.
room?
That's a 22, right?
14 plus 8.
You still have
14
another.
plus 10, so 10, 24. That's 24.
that's a
isn't
good
it?
roll.
That is a
So,
good roll.
as Gadget is going about frantically searching through everything in the room, the three demons come in. They sit down on the remnants of a table. One of them does, and the other two are kind of standing there. And they kind of just look at you guys, waiting for questions. Before we get to that, you find a hidden compartment, Gadget, inside the
Hello?
pristine-looking table. The teacher's desk, sorry.
What is it to search for traps? You said I found a secret compartment. I'm like, I found something, Crusoe.
Could it be trapped?
And one of them goes, "That's impossible. We've gone through this room a million times." And
But you don't have a handy dandy magnifying glass.
Oh, gosh.
As I
I'm
hold
just-
up a magnifying glass.
I'm just imagining like Gadget saying that, and she like turns back to face him with the magnifying glass like
Yes.
held up to her eye.
Exactly what she did.
and he goes,
I'm like, no,
no,
I'm not kidding.
it's not that. Listen, he's a cool guy, all right. It's just once he got that stone, things kind of got out of hand, okay? And would you say, hey Missy, would you say that's pretty universal? Yeah, definitely. Gadget, Gruzo finds no traps with that hidden compartment. As he's kind of looking and checking, he has to pop it open anyways. And when that happens, the space inside is bigger than what leads on. And it seems that there is a faint glow that emanates from inside this compartment.
Jackpot.
Inside, you find yourself a pristine set of artificer's tools. Giant.
Hello.
They're giant, but with most magic items, they scale back down. You see that there is a bundled roll, which you recognize to be a blueprint or schematics roll.
Hello.
It is absolutely foreign to you as to what all of the components and pieces and all of it is, but on the very last page you see some sort of vessel that has a large ring around it. It looks like a boat, but it's not in water, and it has this large ring around it.
Oh my god. It has a little fangirl moment, and then she's like, and rolls it back up. And be like, I'm gonna look at those again later.
All right.
Sticks the door back of holding.
Just over there like,
Listen.
I'm gonna touch myself tonight.
Listen. What's your name, Foxy?
Layla.
Layla. All right. All right. It's a yes and a no. Listen, you've got to understand that he didn't get to be where he was just on his daddy's credit alone. he's kind of a badass in a fight. And his Desert Eagles don't help much on that regard.
What's a desert? He's got eagles.
Like
Why
birds?
would he have
no,
eagles from the desert?
like
Oh, like those
really
goons you were talking about.
powerful guns.
We have an eagle.
They're powerful guns. Listen,
There's that weird word again.
Okay.
it's hard to
explain.
describe.
No. Here you go. Imagine, cannons on a ship.
Yeah.
Imagine it in handheld form. And they're
But it'd be
smaller.
so
And they're smaller. And they can impale through you. And it's just gone.
But as long as
Instead of the ball just picking you up and throwing you across the room, it just makes a giant hole through you instead.
But as long as they miss, it'd be fine. It takes forever to load a cannon.
Yeah, these hold multiple cannons
Listen,
and can fire very quickly.
he's running a 50 caliber special. It's 7 rounds per gun.
Oh my god.
He doesn't really have to worry about reloading. And anyways, with as good as he is, there's really hardly any downtime between reloading. What I'm getting at is, let's say we all do go against him to get that stone. We're gonna have bad time.
What's the other way of getting it?
You're gonna have to get creative, because you're also talking about a lot of us getting on the bad side of his dad, which we definitely don't want. You're gonna have to find a way of sneaking it from him.
Well, I think we're gonna need a little more information from you guys. That's okay then, so that things can go back to normal for you, and he can go back to being a cool guy instead of being, kind of a jerk.
Yeah, I mean, we're here to answer what we can.
Okay.
No, this is not how I expected my day to go after waking up this morning.
Out of character.
Jim goes, "Me too."
I was like, well, if we have to wait a little longer to do it, I can fix you up completely too. Like, it's not a problem. But anyways,
so there's
since it's 3 minutes before the end of our session, out of characterly, perhaps a good time for us to all convene over the week and figure out good questions.
This is true, but also, as you're about to say something to the other group, there's a noise at the door, and it's the other 3 demons. And they look at you all, and then they look at Jim and Missy and the other one, and they're like, "What the hell?"
You having a party without us?
Immediately, Gadget's just, hi?
Layla reaches in her overstuffed bag and takes out a jar, opens it, and it's full of jerky. It says, jerky?
What? Yeah, sure, I guess. I guess. What?
There was a misunderstanding, and we worked it out now. Yeah.
Yeah, but how? Who?
I mean, we're
and
asking
about that point in
question
time,
too,
they're looking at the party, and then all of their eyes kind of converge on Nissa, and then they just go, "Ugh. Sorry that happened to you."
Ooh.
Let
I don't know if they're talking about.
let the
I don't know if
pity
they're saying
party
to me or
commence.
just to people.
Alright, so Layla gives some jerky to the one guy. She gives some of her personal stash of extra spicy jerky to the guy who got shot, by the way.
He's not aware of what you're
She
giving
does warn him.
Okay, so you tell him that it's spicy, and he goes, "Oh no, thank you."
Oh, okay. You want normal then?
Yes, please. Missy says,
Okay.
"Oh, I'll take the spicy."
Okay.
The other three just kind of like plop up on the professor's desk and just go, "All right, so I guess we all have to talk, right?"
Yep.
Okay.
So
You're after the Power Stone too?
What? How does?
who else is looking after it?
Why is it?
What devil isn't trying to get here? Granted, you guys aren't devils. Well, mostly. But you know, this is like the 4th time this week alone.
So, I'm just out of curiosity, what are you guys patrolling the academy for?
To prevent people from getting the Power Stone.
But it's not here.
It is. I mean, Matt has it. He's here.
Oh, okay.
He considers this academy his. Anyways.
Oh, okay.
Oh crap! What was I gonna say?
Did we just throw off his groove?
Yep.
The DM's lost groove.
Mm-hmm. Going to say, we'll end it with this. Jim looks down at Gruzo and says, "He shot me in the chest with an arrow, not a bullet, an arrow. That hurts."
You know,
And then somebody here,
eye.
one of these 5, may, and he looks over at Nissa and glares. One of these 5 made grease appear on the floor, and you know what happened? I slipped, fell, arrow out the back. Foxy over here healed me though. She's cool. Well, she turned us into vampires for like half a second, and the 3 of them go, "Oh, not the glittery kind, right?" Yup. And we'll end it with that.
To be fair, I didn't know vampires were glittery.
You do now.
I'm just as appalled as you are.
Alrighty. For all of our viewers, thank you guys for watching. We'll be doing this again, hopefully this coming Friday. Same place, same channel. Stay tuned to this channel as we kind of ramp things back up into regular streaming on definitely on the weekends, and I think Shy will be streaming some weeknights. Got some cool things planned.
Good night, everybody.
Good night. Bye.
Goodbye, Twitch.